I really used this for like years and years. Putting cam when? I wonder where he's sleeping. He usually sleeps downstairs. You can get a really good look at him now from like all angles and see how he's doing. Twitch is having a stroke, no notification. It's fine. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. See how the new internet handles itself and how the wall handles. I also don't know if anyone lives on the other side of that wall. So hopefully no one like knocks really loudly on it and goes, hey, what are you doing? Why are you talking so loudly? It's like 9. You meant the sub notification? Oh shit. Thank you for the resub, Tyrion. Hello. Oh yeah. I mean chat, most of you are subscribed anyway, but I think it's half price subs again this month. They brought that back. Because remember in like 2017 it was half price every sub and people were buying like $25 tier subs for half price. This year they brought it back for 1 sub. Half price for first month, yeah, that's how it was originally. They didn't do the weird thing they did last year where it was like a gifted subs resub was half price or something. But yeah, there you go. All of you are subscribed anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but in case you're £2.50 lying around. Yeah, week-long cliffhanger. Do you want to go in? It's half price. I think it's £2.50 or $2.50, I'm not sure. You're early. I actually wonder who is on the other side of that wall. I'm in a giant Victorian house, if you hadn't noticed. The walls are like meters tall. I'm surprised the voice, isn't it like echoing weirdly? I have like carpet, I guess. But like I don't know if that wall there is like really thick brick. I've never heard anything on the other side of it. Or if it's like plasterboard like that. It's probably brick, isn't it? Are you renting? No, I bought a house with all the money I've made from YouTube. All that ad revenue money. Does that mean you feel prepared? Oh god, it's weird streaming again. I don't like it. I was enjoying sitting, doing nothing because I didn't have broadband. It was great. Yeah, for now at least. Hello, Chen. I'm renting. I do not own a house. I could not afford this house. How much did you miss? Nothing. Just stream intro. 2 things. The mic is currently over there, so I'm using my old mic, and the internet might drop. So that's it. That's the stuff that's worth listening to. But yeah, we'll go on. Hello. Thank you, Tico. You're welcome to visit at some point. Chris reckons she might come down on like Thursday now. So at some point between then and whenever would work. Woolen is water wet. Yeah, but they weigh the same. Steel's heavier though. You know. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
did you buy a flat? I'm renting. I cannot buy a flat. I'm 21 years old. Unless I suddenly get a really big promotion at the startup that I'm working for, which doesn't exist because it's a startup. So I'm not going to get a promotion for like 100k. Be pretty sweet though. You could have moved into your parents' house or something. My parents' house does not have a lounge this big. I have a bigger lounge than my mum, which is cool. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. Hello, you bought your first Danganronpa game and you're already hacked up. Back. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and get used, like, everything is different. This desk is on carpet now, so everything's, like, slightly wonky. And, like, my monitor is stacked on 6 copies of PC Gamer, and that one's stacked on top of data structures and algorithm analysis and game design workshops, so everything's, like, really weirdly spaced out. But we'll try and get used to it. I might actually want to bring this monitor closer so I can read what's on it. Like that. There we go. Apparently people like Ultra Despair Girls. It's like a little side game, isn't it? Oh yeah, this one. I remember. Yakuya. Nod dot dot. Yeah, I don't speak that loudly, it's probably fun. As long as I like ASMR whisper, people probably don't mind that I'm talking through the night. They arrived, one after the other. You're new to the series, as was I, until I played this game. They were all in the same state of shock. Dot dot dot. Hina. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Hero. Dot dot dot. I actually kind of forgot what happened. Did they thought I was a murderer, didn't they? And then I arrived in like a rubbish bin with this lady here. And now we're fine, right? And they're like, what the heck? You know, Lemmy streams. He's Scottish bloke. He streams. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like The first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
Latte.
I'm
Strong silent master is wonderful. Cool. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
my beautiful.
A London sleeve. Yeah, I'm going to keep looking for a hamster. He might get up, although I don't know if I want to get up and walk in front of the camera. I'm not happy with my current body shape. I need to start going to the gym. There's one like over there, which I'll probably sign up to now I've got broadband. I don't know how I feel about walking around on the stream yet though. Hello. Hello, small one. I thought you wouldn't kill anyone else but small people. If that's what he wants, it can be anything. Anything in between. I can handle it. Nice plant, thank you. It's actually green. Bless you. Despite what it looks like. Is that... There's no way to light it, really. That's kind of what it looks like. My camera looks really dark, actually. Like, I can turn off this light. I've still got my desk lamp over there. Wow, my camera angle's tiny. I wanted to point, but you can't even see my hand. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling now. I agree. Hello. Poo-hoo-hoo. Is everyone here? I'm wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills,
The class trial is going to be slathered in despair. Climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
Was that line not a screenshot? To be honest, I was not in the screenshot thoughts. I was not considering it. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. How strange. What do you mean this time? Stop with the slander. I'm a bear with a very small brain.
unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every day. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
I also wouldn't get used to this camera angle. When Chris gets here, I'm sure she'll want me to like rotate it 90 degrees so it's facing that wall. Because I don't know, I'm assuming she might want to come in and watch TV while I'm streaming at some point and probably not want to be on camera. Although you can't see the sofa. You know what I mean though, right? Like this currently, this camp, like my, if the room's like this shape, what? The room's that shape. God, this camera's angle's really bad. If the room's this shape, the desk's like here, so it, like you can see like most of the room. I don't know if Chris is, Chris wants to be permanently on camera when I'm streaming. Have I been to Insomnia? I've never been to a LAN, no. They're very expensive. The despair is mightier than the hope. Alright.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. I hope Chris abuses you when you're streaming. She'll just leave hair everywhere. You'll start seeing like what looks like cracks on the webcam. It'll actually just be hair that's been like left there. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. Epic.
You guys.
Don't try and run away. Ah ha 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 ha. Laughing as loud as ever. Monokuma disappeared. I also don't have a water filter anymore. I tossed my old one. So, you know. Currently I'm kind of just got like the water that I have, which is kind of unfortunate. Whatever. Need to go do an IKEA trip at some point. This will be over in no time. Sure. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first one into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. ... Maybe I could put sound foam on the walls. That would be pretty cool. You know how streamers do that when they have like big old black foam things on the walls? That might be cool. Nobody made eye contact or said a word, they just disappeared into the lift.
Hey.
They're all acting rather odd. Like they're paranoid and suspicious of each other.
However.
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However.
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. Hina is definitely still alive, yeah. At the class trial. God, I really do need to get a haircut. I've been meaning to do it this week at some point, but either I've had no time, or all the places I kind of wanted to go to have been appointment only, and I can't be asked to make a haircut appointment. You're right, I'm ready. Ready to win, right? You'll cut my hair on Saturday, can you, Tommy? You are a horticulturalist, after all. I remembered. Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. Then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. You can prune hedges. Don't prune my hedge, Tommy. I started making my way towards the opening. Step after step, towards the gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear or mystery left. Are you sure the mic isn't way too quiet? Because my other mic can pick up like a mouse sneeze across the room. Do I not have to like chuck this like right next to my face? I pushed the anxiety down and calmed my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. The game is too quiet. If anything, mic is good. Cool. Let's go with that then. Without warning, it began to descend. I'm also glad it's been like half an hour and the internet hasn't cut out yet. Can the other mic capture the sounds of pudding? I'm not sure the other mic can capture anything right now. I might have to RMA it. Do you think it's within RMA? I don't want to have to buy a new one. These are like really expensive. I hope it's just working and I've just screwed up somewhere with the mixer or OBS or something, or I'm missing drivers. For some reason when I put my computer back together, it signed me out of every single account on everything, including like GitHub desktop for some reason, which isn't even a browser. Like it's Chromium, but like it's not my browser. Deeper and deeper still. Take a cereal bowl and put it over your head and cut your hair across the bowl's edge. Obviously it's going to be filled with cereal. How else are you going to make sure you're getting a cereal bowl haircut? Hello. Deeper, 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 deeper. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the lift doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the lift come to an end, and I slowly opened my eyes. I closed my eyes and couldn't see. Is this the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it the perfect background for deciding someone's fate? I have to get used to talking again. It's kind of weird. It's only been like a week. But like for some reason there's something weird about talking in like an empty room. I don't know what it is. I've been doing it for years. It's the long-awaited last stage of the final boss battle. I'm gonna sit on this one. I'm gonna sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Let's begin. Cool. Let's save. Oh yeah. Do I need to raise the volume? I'm looking at OBS and the game is going like a centimeter. I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Let's put it like that. That'll be a little bit better. Why is it the final one? Because it is the last one. I remember nothing. What even was this? I kind of remember. Volume seems fine. Now I've made it a bit louder. Is it fine? Because I can turn it back down. I changed it from minus 19 decibels to minus 14.7. Due to the explosion. Oh, you were doing this thing. I remember. What have you missed since the last step? Me moving flat. So nothing, I guess. Nothing. Like we've just been talking. Due to the explosion, we don't know the identity. But they were dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed once with a knife that went completely through the body. They had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but they were several days old. 14.69 would be better. I agree. Solver rooms had been logged. Yeah. Okay. The control room was where... Yeah. Biolab was on the top. Makuro didn't have a scar or a wound when she came to the... Really? I don't remember that. Apparently she didn't have a scar or a wound when she went to the academy. And she was 5'7". The corpse matches the characteristics. If the students can solve Makuro's Ikusaba's murder and the mysteries of the school, they win and can leave. Yeah. Something like that. Although we don't know how true that is. Wow. The phrase ultimate despair doesn't refer to one person, but a group of like-minded people. They did a bad thing a year ago. They are bad. Cool. There was a nice present in the hidden room. It was the last headmaster. Yeah, I'm gonna I will refund the game if we wake up on the desk at the end of it. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Also, we can't refund it. The headmaster had a photo of him and Kyoko. Cool. That'll be a truth bullet. Maybe. An emergency handbook was found in the hidden room. It had no restrictions and given to the ultimate authority. Very good. Notebook was found. Yasuhiro's name was written on the inside. Kyoko's thing was inside. Despair walks amongst us. So we survive. There's a second despair. Cool. Despair right here. Pointing at these nuts, I believe she would say. The biolab had been repurposed as a morgue. There were 16 slots or something. Cool. 9 filled. Makuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school. Watch out for her. Also known as the second despair. The ultimate despair. A lot of students. Makuro is not there. Sorry, Makuro is there, Makoto isn't. Does that mean the others were working together or they had their memories wiped? Genocide Yak share fundamental knowledge. You can't say fundamental without demental. Kyoko attests that the stab wound and the blow to the head were after death. So yeah, they were killed like a year ago. Wasn't that what I thought? Something like that. I like loosely remember what I thought. It was that like this student died either a year ago or they were killed in the school at some point, like frozen and then brought out as if it was a new body. It is a new flat. It is a nice new flat. It has stairs. It has potentially internet that drops out. It has a hamster over there. He's not up yet. It's a good flat. New flat does not look the same as the old flat. It's just because it's got white walls and a fireplace. Although this fireplace isn't covered up. If I get out of the way, you can see there's actually still a fireplace there in this one. Why are you worried about the internet? Because while I was setting up the stream, it dropped about 15 times. So, you know. Maybe it was just doing that for fun. I don't know. It was really weird. Good luck with your last mission in the tour. I hope you find an Australian frying pan. Father Christmas. Yeah, it's obviously. What else are fireplaces for? Why does it have a ceiling? How do you even know this one has a ceiling? Can you see it from there? It's a really tall ceiling. Like, bloody tall. The DVD contained interviews between everyone, but we didn't have a memory of it. Yeah, they're showing that they can drop your memory. Cool. Have we got any skills to set? Nothing worth it. Let's go. You relate more with Jack the Ripper.
Since this will be the
That's why
final
it's called
class
Genocide
trial, I've come up with a special rule.
I'm also surprised there's no road noise, because like, even with all the windows shut, I can still kind of hear the road a bit. I don't know if my voice leaks out. It might annoy people, maybe. I'm glad that there doesn't seem to be anything coming through on the mic though. Does your new flat have snacks? I think I've got a packet of chocolate biscuits over there somewhere. On my mini fridge that isn't plugged in. Oof. Yeah, I don't have legs. There's a special rule. What's the...
So
it's not spacebar. Click.
If
It's
you
click.
can figure out Mukuro's killer and
Mukuro?
go on to
Is it
solve
not
the
Makuro?
mystery of this school, you guys win.
Kuru, meaning black.
But
And
if
moo,
you
meaning
can't,
moo. Like what cows think. Get some
then
Doritos
I
gamer.
win.
I actually literally could. There's a Lidl and a Sainsbury's and Waitrose, maybe? I don't know. There's like quite a few supermarkets within like a 20-minute walking distance of here. So I could just go. Like it's only 9:08. I could just stop the stream, run, get crisps and come back.
And
It's
of
cool.
course,
I no longer have to
waiting
drive
for
to the
loser
supermarket.
Is the super exciting, super heart-pounding
This man thinks he has a
punishment.
Waitrose. I don't remember. I don't know the area well enough, I'll be honest. But there's at least a Lidl, and I think a Sainsbury's. Of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying
Lidl's
that if
good,
you
man.
lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it
Is
later?
that how you do that as as the ultimate detective? Do you just say there's no loopholes? Do you just say that? And they'll just like, oops, whoops, there was one loophole, guess I'll close that one.
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have
Loops,
one
brother.
question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Hello, Blast.
Is the mastermind? Only one person?
Yeah, he's asking a good question. That is a new background, yeah.
Don't bother.
Maybe I'll get a green
I
screen.
already know
My
the
old
answer.
IKEA wardrobe, I don't need it anymore. My room has both rooms, including the one I am in, have built-in wardrobes. So I just have like this really big rail. I don't know if it's big enough, but maybe I could set up like a shit green screen and buy like a bunch of lights. I don't know. Might be worth a try. Don't get a green screen. Well, I might get one just for privacy reasons. Like, it's not just me in the flat, you know? And Chris might want to walk around without being like, woohoo, I'm in my underwear. Because I do that all the time, but you can't see.
You're all the mastermind, aren't
That's
you?
Half-Life music.
You're all
It
out
is
to get
Half-Life
me.
music, isn't it?
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Plant, hamster is the best background. You can get a green screen and put yourself in the hamster cage with pudding. I'm not going to do that, but that's a good idea. I could theoretically get like a 20-meter long USB extender and have the old Logitech camera pointed at my hamster.
You guys have all been working together,
Technically.
haven't you? I have evidence. So
Oh
I
shit,
know
I
I'm
forgot we're
right.
playing a video game.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
We're not out to get Hina.
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us
Each have that kind of evidence.
They all have the group photo. Get a green screen and make a giant picture of just your hamster's face taking up all of it. I'm just
It's
checking.
not just you three.
I want to see if it gets
I
right.
have evidence too.
Maybe I could put my hamster like here. Look, I literally could. That's a thought. No, I think he might get annoyed by me talking. I could put him like there, maybe to the right. Hello, Willem. Hello. It's not just you three, I have evidence too.
You too?
God, being on carpet's so weird. I like can't just move my chair whenever.
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but
Oh, everyone's got a group photo where where they aren't in it.
with the picture you have,
Look at
I'm
Hina on the
in
right.
it.
It's fantastic. Hello, Willem. Hello.
but that can't be right. Because in my picture,
God, she's vibrating really hard there. Oh, they all have different photos.
I'm the only one not in it.
Are we in it? Oh, we are in it. I really like these pictures. They're really sweet. It's like everyone working together and having like a good school life. I really like it. These are nice pictures. I figured as much. In which place?
Hero,
I want to see the other
you
pictures.
have a picture
Yeah.
too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Aww. Look at Hina. That is brilliant. Look at that. I think I'm covering up Junko in the top right. You can't see her. That's fine. This is a brilliant, brilliant picture. That's fantastic. Everyone's got like Krispy Kremes.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
What are you going to play next? When Toho 17 comes to Steam on the 10th, we'll be playing that for at least a stream or two. You will get banned, Menti. You saw it happening before. The secret in the pictures has been
Secret or
revealed.
Whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Bum 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 bum.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Wow, really?
Huh? I laid a trap?
Like a chicken lays an egg.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Each photo has something in common. There's a connection regarding which person isn't in the group photos. Well, Akuma isn't in them. The one who took the photos! The one who got the photo. Is this bad translation? Because obviously the one person who isn't in the photo is the one who took it. Is this bad? Is this just bad localization? Because this is... I mean, obviously Monokuma isn't in it. Is this right? The one who got the photo... Because we got... I mean, yeah, like, got as well, because they received it.
I got it.
Yeah, sure.
In each case, the only one
It is
not in the
received. They
picture
mean
is the
received.
person who
Okay.
received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
I thought this was obvious. Did we need to point it out?
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Like, yeah, everyone has a picture where they're missing.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Ah, fantastic. We didn't get to look
In
at it
other
for that
words,
long. Why?
Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
He said Hina didn't have a swimsuit though.
And
the
when
heck?
we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
It's like we're punching a fish.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
thought that
rewind.
must
It's a
be-
live stream.
But how was that a hint?
There might be more to this than Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers us.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
If we start the whole trial, we need to see the picture
Yeah,
for
I
longer.
don't mind.
There's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? Please don't make me do a... Oh, here we go. God, she is punching a giant carp. Look like over there. Bloody hell. Fantastic. Hina's picture. They're all at school together, wearing a school uniform. Oh, except for, I don't know, there's the fact that the new girl on the... I don't remember her name. The girl on the right, she's like just below me here. She's in them, and she's not participating. And then Celeste at the back is just standing T-posing. Mukuro. Celeste is T-posing in all of them. Could they not figure out how to draw her at any other angle? Is that what it is? Do you see Celeste? Like in all of them, she is just standing straight on because they couldn't figure out like what she would look like at other angles. Because you know, have you ever seen like concept art for like anyone? There's a front facing, a side facing, and a back facing. Did they only make a front facing for her? Yeah, I get it. Makuro's in them, and Junko's having her face covered. There's something strange going on. It's been updated. Keyword
Can you just
updated.
forget about the photo already?
Celeste is the goth-looking girl, yeah. What got updated about it, specifically? All wearing matching uniforms. Makuro is pictured while Makoto is not. I mean, Celeste isn't wearing matching uniforms, but... And Junko isn't. None of them are wearing matching uniforms. What a rubbish point. There's something very strange about the photo. Yeah? I agree. Something strange going on around here.
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo.
65.
I'm still pissed about that.
Plus 65. Plus 65.
And on top of
This is
that,
just a number I've got
they
no
went
idea.
to all that trouble
No
to
idea.
make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
They went through all that trouble to make it look like we're wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
But what are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong.
Was everyone murdering
I
their
don't remember
classmates?
taking
The
this
ultimate
picture
despair.
either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember the picture isn't because it's fake. It's because they can screw with your memory. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but horrifying reason. I'm glad Hina's made it this far. Is this the crossword puzzle? Ni. Oh, is it E? Nes. E. Ah. Yeah. Oh, I guess amnesia is the word they were
Now
going
I
to use.
understand.
Schizo. I
Let's
missed
say
Jerry,
that
yeah.
somehow
She was good.
we'd all lost our
He,
memories.
she, whatever.
That could explain it, couldn't it?
They.
Oh, I get
He.
it. So we all just lost our memories at the same
They.
time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories.
Why is Hina crying?
Crazy.
It's only natural they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. I mean, we don't know it's true, we just think it's a possibility. There's another way to prove it. Okay. More memory-related shenanigans. Oh, is it gonna be the hero having his, interview DVD, maybe? The fact that we all lost our memories in the interview DVD?
You're
Not
saying
OC
we
yet.
all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Yeah, good question.
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
You don't remember the interview!
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
Ah, that was
Just
right.
totally stupid.
I had that one right. Yeah.
You're saying we all. Since when did this turn into?
I promise you, ever since I got to, I remember everything
Pew
that's
pew.
happened.
No,
Hello, what
it's
did you
wrong.
miss? Just the start of the trial. We haven't been doing too much. Okay, Minty.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the
Oh, well,
possibility
come back
of
soon.
memory loss.
Yes, hello.
This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
I'm gonna show you my hamster.
No, it's nothing like that.
He's thirsty, my son. If I move out of the way, you might be able to see him. Wait, I have to move like right out of the way. But look. There he is. He's right there. That little brown dot. He's a good boy. I don't like being zoomed in on, it's creepy. Transform. Center to screen. Wow. I will be down here now. Anyway. Send hamster toes. Did you see my son? Did you see him trying his best? He's a small being, but he tries his best. He's going upstairs now. He's such a good boy. We might move... Once we've sorted out the layout of this flat, I might move my hamster closer to the stream and actually have a camera on him. I don't know. We'll see. No, it's nothing like that.
It's a video of all of us
Ah!
being interviewed
Small.
by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
The shiny chimkin. Thank you.
I shiny small now.
Thank you, Small, for 9 months. Small.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lied? I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
And she's never changed her clothes since. That's what she's realizing.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember.
Oh, Rathalos, thank you for the 95 bits.
You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory
Creeper, oh man.
somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Menti does have green sword, but for a low cost of $2.50, you could have a sub badge as well, and I would have $2.50.
We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
It's just like that Simpsons clip, where it's just like monkey with cymbals smashing in Homer's head over and over again.
Something
It
else?
still says $4.99 for you. That's weird.
You said
definitely
the DVD
September.
contains recordings of us being interviewed by the
really odd.
headmaster, right?
Does that crackle when I move the mic around? It's only half price for the first time sub. Oh, that sucks. Oh, still. Half price sub if you haven't subbed yet. You said the DVD contains recording of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
What were the interviews about?
What were they about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
September does usually start on the 1st. It starts on the 3rd. Seriously.
We all said we could.
Well, good thing I haven't missed anything yet.
I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Maybe we'll do a tier 2 stream to farm money.
Yes to something like that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't have anything else to go with that. I was trying to think of a way I could take that. I couldn't think of anything.
The same goes for everyone else.
Oh my word.
Nobody remembers.
I am poor now though. Even though I had my paycheck through, it immediately went into rent and the RAC and everything to do with moving. It's been great. I also need to sign up to cancel tax, but I need some more info before I do that. September starts and Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. Watch out for him.
You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or
God, the
not.
top of her eyes are like completely flat.
Even if I
Kirigiri.
bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
Depends what the outside of the world was like.
Insane. How can I believe that?
It's gonna be a
Insane or
Fallout
not,
New Vegas
we
Vault
can't
situation,
move
isn't
forward
it?
until you accept it.
Where like it turns out the outside world was just screwed and we were given like the best possible life here. And then something went wrong with the administration and everyone murdered each other.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing
Copy
we can
pasta.
do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Boom, 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 boom. What a twist.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
This isn't some sort of sci-fi adventure, is it?
You figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia
They just
at the
yoke-
same time.
It just went like, my memory now. They did a Harry Potter. What's the
someone
memory
just
basin called that
steal our
Dumbledore
memories?
has? He just goes like, and like drops his like weird, seamany looking memory in like a bird bath.
How?
That is what that scene was, wasn't it? In like the book and the movie.
Come, that hardly matters right now.
It's like a silvery reflective liquid out of Dumbledore's temple.
If I said it was
Like, sure thing.
hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
Ooh.
Would you really believe
pensive,
anything
that's it.
I said?
Oh yeah, the
How it happened
pensive.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter right now.
Good name.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
Suck statements. It wouldn't be impossible to suck memories. Exactly.
The interview
They ate
with
a
the
USB cable.
headmaster, taking that
Yeah.
group photo.
If you just eat a
Those
USB
can't be the
cable,
only
could you not
memories
just
we
plug the
lost.
other end into a computer and then drag the files off someone's brain? And then drag new files on? Just a thought for the future.
There must
Black
have been a
Mirror,
purpose to
contact
it
me.
all. A
You can
reason
have
for
that
taking away
idea
our
for
memories.
2 million.
Of course
You know
there
my
was a
details, I'm
purpose.
sure.
It all has to do with the
You
original
had protests about stopping the
motive.
coop, it was pretty epic. The chicken coop. Are you all gonna go vegan?
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
Yeah, that something went horribly wrong and the world
That
exploded.
has something to do with the memories
USB
you stole
2.0
from
tastes
us?
the best. The printer cable style ones,
It
like I
sure
plugged in here.
does. But that part still
I have been avoiding the news because I don't understand it right now. All I know is that I'm now in part of the world that didn't vote for Brexit, so finally I can feel smug.
Anyway,
While
I'm
I
sure it's
slowly
not
watch
easy,
my bills
but
get
let's
higher
all
and higher.
focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro
The stream is weird with
Ikusaba.
MC music in the background. Are you playing Minecraft? Let's all focus on Mukuro.
Okay, So you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
Nice. We have to explain every last mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, that's what we need to expose. I gotta run. Have fun. Au revoir. Bosh de Joshua. Alright.
So who
See you
did
later.
it? Who killed her?
E-handbook control room
Whoever did
profile.
it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Yeah, the schizo thing was really bad.
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably
Hello,
a
friend.
million miles away.
Oh!
Whereas
No, they're
masterminds
not.
always lurk off in the background, right?
I think what we do, there's a few things, because we know, yeah, someone was inside the control room, so I'm wondering what we do. Do we throw the control room bullet into her saying a million miles away? Or do we do something with both Hina and what's her Toko's things? I guess we do we do the control room. We do the control room onto the million miles away thing.
That much
But when you is the mastermind,
Of course, they have to be.
what makes you?
Exactly. You're just.
The mastermind is probably a million.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
You're the sister of Schizo, but you don't
There's
know.
no question that the
Good thing to take
mastermind
these
is
things
somewhere
personally.
within the school.
I just thought it was really surprising that the game had Schizo as its, like, the character had, you know, dual personalities or whatever, bipolar disorder, I'm not sure what. And the Hangman's Gambit was to find the word schizo.
How do you know?
Is schizo even
Did
a
you
word in the
find some
dictionary?
evidence or something?
In
It
the
sounds
back of the
naughty.
data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this
You
time.
murdered 2 llamas. Why have you done this?
So there
Might be a
can't any
2010 thing.
doubt
I think it's more of a
the
2000
mastermind has
thing.
been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm gonna be so annoyed if it's one of the characters that, like, died. Because that, like, why aren't they in the room? It's like, aha! Bloody Mike died earlier, but he, you know, it was a setup to make it so people wouldn't guess. The killing game began with 16 participants, all of them being high school students, and the only people to take a single step are those students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
That's definitely what it's gonna be, isn't it?
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
Which character, like, didn't look like they died? Because I'm pretty sure everyone involved in all the investigations died. Was it?
What? Why me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
We do make the most
Oh, I get
sense.
it.
Like our
The
character.
only way he could have survived
No.
is if he was actually the
Maybe it's
mastermind
not.
himself, right?
No. I don't know.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Curry butter.
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
It was the old wounds.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
So we're crazy at the
No,
end of the day.
That
I
isn't
guess so.
actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree?
If someone has to
Makoto?
control them in the control room, Monokuma is right in front of them, then moving and talking, and they accuse someone in the room. Yeah, it's just them being stupid. If they are following the logic that it's one of the students, it's definitely just one of the students that didn't, like, they died, but they feigned their death or something. I don't know. Well, it doesn't make sense to me because at the very start of the game, I'm pretty sure they showed Monokuma moving around when there were all 16 or all 15 students in a room. Maybe the character that died was originally, like, there were 2 masterminds, and it was one of the students that died, or pretended to die, and this other lady, whose name I keep forgetting, that died just now. And she was originally controlling the bot, while all 15 of us were around. And then she dies at some point, and the student that was pretending to be dead came into control. That's the only way I can make it fit, unless they are going to start bringing in, like, a new character and say, haha, it was Kyoko's mum all along, who hated her dad. The other wounds.
I got it.
I don't know. This is my
All of the
headcanon.
wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
It would make more
Hey,
sense
now
for them
hold
to
on a
use an
second.
old character
You
than to make a
did
new
read
one
the
for this.
Monokuma
It would be
file,
way
right?
more of a twist than just to say, haha, it was Makoto's twin brother, Makoto. Yeah, they were really old-ass wounds.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't
They might have died, like,
possibly
weeks
be what
ago.
killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd
Well, my
already been
point
dead for several days?
is... My point is that this mysterious 16th student character is clearly dead and someone's still clearly controlling Monokuma, and just from, like, a story basis, it would make sense that it's one of the dead students.
If that's true,
Junko's twin
then
sister.
naturally the wounds that killed her would
Yeah,
appear to be
it's-
however many days old.
It's Chang. Who's the you know the Toho character who's based on the Chinese mythological lady, Junko. And, like, Chang, like, killed her son or something. Chang? How do you pronounce it? Chang? Not Chen, that's different. Chen. If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be many days old. No, not Mei Ling.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Chang? I don't know. No, I don't. I mean, Junko's character is based on an actual, like, Chinese legend, and the Chang thing and the moon. 2 syllables. Chang. I don't know how to do E with a funny hat, Menti. I'm English. We have 24 letters. 26. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 26. Changa. I haven't done my alphabets in, like, 20 years, so you have to forgive me.
Because she had all
Change, but with
those
emphasis
wounds
upwards.
before she ever came here.
Changey? Changer? L'échange? Ah, yes, changer. Yeah, changer. Because she had all those words before she ever came here. How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
You've just written Toho, Niparis.
She denied me.
Or Toho Project.
Before
No,
I could
Toho.
even say
Just Toho.
anything.
Eastern Dream.
Come on. I mean, you're not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
This person's voice actress is really good. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place?
Muko was the ultimate soldier.
I can't wait for
She
Toho
must have
17 to
been
be
100 different
legal to
battles.
buy.
So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in
Oh,
battle.
that's incorrect. That's literally the thing I had equipped.
You didn't
It's her
deny
profile
me.
that said she moved into school.
Don't worry.
Okay, this is an
Wasn't
easy one
anything
then.
cute
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I get it. They don't want this to be a hard
the
one.
ultimate. She must have been so when you think obviously she
Pew, pew.
got all those wounds
What?
in battle.
Did I miss? I think I missed. I'm missing, right?
Finished?
That's definitely what it is.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Mukuro was the. She must have been so when you
Obviously, she got all.
Yeah, I just missed 3 times.
No, that's wrong.
Epic.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle.
Bum 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 bum.
The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir,
Is that even
when
so?
she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Osu
Don't be
player.
denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Can I use my tablet for this? I think I've got my drivers. No, my drivers are turned off. Wait, are they? Oh, I just don't have a cursor yet.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Weirdo.
Anyway, so we can be sure that
I think my
Mukuro
drivers are
suffered
working.
all those wounds after coming to this school.
I could literally play this like Osu.
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
There's some like HDR blue.
When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came
What do you mean, a
after
small
she was
mobile screen?
already dead.
Hello.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
What wounds were they?
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
You're watching me on your iPad Pro 13-inch. Ooh. Hello, but wider.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Yeah, I forgot about this bit.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
It was Kyoko trying to get on our good side. The mastermind?
I got it!
I guess.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind.
Cool.
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask,
Yeah, look, there's no fingernails
I
on the second
naturally
one.
assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But
They
I
were
was
different
wrong.
people wearing the
It
same
wasn't her at all.
clothes.
It was the mastermind.
Plus, in this one, they're wearing the coat the right way around.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening.
Nice, Evelyn.
I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption.
You didn't attack him, you just visibly assaulted
You
him.
can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
Mask. Please. Majora's
The
Mask did
true
it, you can do it too.
identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Eat my bottom, Monokuma.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Meask. Meask. There's no way Makuro is the one who attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Yeah, they didn't have fake fingernails. Or a Fenrir tattoo, which we can definitely see. Oh, I guess that's why they're holding that knife like an idiot. It should be obvious. Yeah, there was no tattoo. Thank God my character brought that up. I would never have noticed. Bum 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 bum.
You never
bum,
saw
bum
their-
bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna do a suck on this one, I think. Dun, 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 dun,
So you
dun,
can't
dun,
have
dun,
any
dun,
idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
It's probably gonna be that.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Yeah, this.
Or the left hand?
Oh god.
Maybe
Right hand.
the right foot? Or perhaps
Sorry.
the left
No, it's
foot?
the right hand.
Or could it be the hips?
Hips don't lie, fam. Yeah, it was on the right hand.
never
No, I
saw
didn't
their
suck right
face,
foot, did I?
right?
Oops.
So you can't have. I'm telling you now.
Yeah,
you're
it's
wrong.
that.
There's another
Alright.
part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand?
Did I not suck
or
on
the
this?
left hand?
That's really
Maybe
weird.
the right foot.
It must have done it like
Or
here, and it
perhaps
got
the left
confused.
foot.
Or could it be the hips?
It was the right hand.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any.
I'm telling you
Pew
now.
pew.
No, that's wrong.
They hold a knife like that to show that they were wearing the wrong thing. Also, this is all going off my
Mukuro
memory,
had a
right?
tattoo
While I
on
had
her
like
right
a
hand, if I remember correctly.
fever or something. I didn't suck foot, right? Well, yeah, you just gotta make sure.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Oh,
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me,
the hips don't lie.
and there was no such tattoo.
That's why they're holding a knife like that. The game's so
So
designed.
there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
And yeah, he was being torn apart. That's why it was allowed to be torn apart, because the person who was controlling it was trying to stab you.
But what about Kyoko? It totally could have
Oh, I like
been
this.
her.
This is a good song. This is like electric toothbrush music.
Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
This might be the best song in the soundtrack.
If
I
you
don't know.
insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that
Oh,
proves
she's gonna
beyond
take
a
off her
shadow of
glove.
a doubt it wasn't me.
To show her how horrifyingly scarred hands. Someone got a Sharpie and drew a penis on it. Or horrific burn wounds. She was removing her gloves.
Your hands.
She's actually a reader. Without thinking, I let out a gasp. That's offensive. Oh god! You're hideous! Can't do that, fam. It was more than a little burnt
Awful,
skin.
isn't it?
Nah, it's cool, fam.
It happened when I was first learning to be a detective.
We
I
all
was
have a slightly burnt hand.
inexperienced.
In one way or another.
I thought you didn't want
Just
anyone
depends
to
if you want to
see
put your
those
hand in a
scars.
fireplace or not.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
She seemed to want to savour the words as she said them, like a nice green and black chocolate bar. Then she put her gloves back on. It's because she picks her nose too much, chat.
My scars should suffice as proof.
I always think of scars as like a slash wound, but I
Makoto,
guess burns do
Did the
count as
person who
scars.
attacked you have scars like mine?
Nah, fam.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much
Wow.
has been made clear.
The game's been
There can be
designed.
no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
What if he just yumped out of bed and like punched them in the face at that point? Michael was just like, oh fam, why?
This is
How did they even manage to do
awful.
like the anime like blue forehead thing on a bear with no hair?
On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
When I was like 8 or 9, I used to think grotesque was pronounced grotesque, because I'd only ever read it in the book. I think it was Darren Shan books, I think. They were about like a vampire, sort of. Half vampire. Book like 13 or 14 or 15 had like some fantastical creature called like the grotesque. And I thought it was pronounced grotesque, because I'd never seen it written, and I assumed it was the name of the creature. Those were good books. I think they made a movie once. What was it? It probably would have been called, oh god. There was a name for the Cirque du Freak, I think. There might have been a film called Cirque du Freak based on it, but I didn't see it, and I've never heard anyone talk about it. But I really liked those books. They were really good. You had to look at the scars.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Any significant wounds that heals
I didn't
differently than
hurt
the
your
new tissue is the same
feelings.
as a scar. Yeah. I guess that also means that a birthmark technically isn't a scar, because that is the tissue, isn't it? But as far as people are concerned.
Not at all.
English is
You
weird.
can
There's
say
so many
whatever
things
you
I
want.
mispronounced because I read them in books when I was a kid, and then found out as an adult, oh, it's not that.
Sure.
I'm sure most of the things in Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings that I read as a kid that were like slightly weird, I probably mispronounced horribly. You got a pro Killstreak Tommy Slab kit. That's pretty cool though. Isn't Tommy Slab like the best minigun?
Because if
What
you
Sheen is
haven't
it?
noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
God, this trial is gonna take
On
like
the
hours, isn't it?
contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
Could be true.
In that
Oh.
regard, you have nothing to worry about.
Birthmark is just a patch of over or under pigmented skin.
I promise
Is it to do
you,
with
without
melanin?
a doubt,
Melanin?
She
Melanin?
died
Melanin?
after our little killing game began here.
Cool.
Then somehow
So she
killed in
was.
secret
So there were two
without any of us
masterminds,
knowing.
or at least two, and she was controlling Monokuma until the other person took over. And because he said no one joined, it definitely means it was one of the other students who is currently the mastermind, which probably means it was one of the students who wasn't involved in a case when they were murdered, of which there are only a few. So cool, epic.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by
Birthmarks have a
before
lot to
we
do with
found her,
melons.
right?
Melanin. Yeah, pronounce that. I was gonna say It was right. Lieutenant or lieutenant? Is it lieutenant? Is lieutenant always wrong? Because I've definitely heard a lot of people say lieutenant. It's definitely lieutenant though, isn't it? Like the official one is lieutenant. But then you have Lieutenant Surge in Pokemon. He's not called Lieutenant Surge, is he? It is lieutenant. It's whether or not you rent. If you're right, you're a lieutenant. After she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her.
Stash her somewhere?
Yeah, in
She couldn't
the
have been in
barbecue
the garden
room.
the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would
Lieutenant
have been
in
totally
Canada.
decomposed. Just like your brain.
Look at us.
Then she was being
I guess they are
stored
going to bring us
somewhere?
up.
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Yeah, Biolab fam.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
We should have opened them all up.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Agent Smith says he
Then you're
Lieutenant
also
once.
saying
What,
the
in Men
body
in
was
Black?
moved from the biolab to the garden.
Will Smith. Whoa, Will Smith's character in Men in Black is called Agent Smith. I need to rewatch Men in Black. I actually haven't watched it in like 16 years. This is the first Danganronpa, yeah. You're saying the body was moved to the biolab
And
from the
I have
garden.
no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact,
Yeah, the top.
I have proof.
I guess. The proof. There's something that made its way. Is it going to be the top? I'm going to just click on it mindlessly, yeah.
What makes me so sure
Agent
the
Smith
body
and the
was
Matrix.
carried from the biolab to the garden is...
Men in Black, Will Smith. What was Will Smith's character called? There was a song by Will Smith called Men in Black. I meant the film. I didn't know there was a song. I've probably heard it and not even noticed. What were the characters called? Oh yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, that was the other bloke. What's he been in? Kevin Brown / Agent K. Will Smith was known as Agent J. James. I don't know why I thought he was called Agent Smith. I guess they were both late 90s sci-fi, so I probably just got them screwed in my head. If you're planning on playing the first game, you probably shouldn't be watching this, because it kind of tells you all the characters that aren't murderers up until this point. Which makes me sure the body was carried from the biolab is the
tarp that
top.
we found in the garden. When I was
I
checking
want to
it over
rewatch
again,
like the
I noticed
Men in
something.
Black. First one at least really good. I
noticed
don't remember
that
much
some
about the
text
second
had
one.
been stamped on one
Remember there was a
corner of
really
the
weird
tarp.
alien fight at the end where like someone jumps out a window. That's about it. Mike's going scratchy. Yep. There's a reason I stopped using it. I can't do anything about it. It just happens. Hopefully I can fix this and it's not actually broken and I just messed up something somewhere. Let me know if it stopped. Yeah, it stopped. It just happens sometimes. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it says biolab.
You'll play it anyway. That's fine.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
These are basically
Makoto's
whodunits. Yeah,
nitpicky
yeah.
nature seems
It's
to
a
have
mystery.
surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came
He's like,
from the
I'm just trying to
biolab.
help solve the mystery, fam.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Yeah, it's not a permanent crackling.
So when the
It just
killer
happens on
moved the
occasion.
body to the
Enough
garden,
to really annoy
They
people.
must have grabbed a tarp
So it's not a
to wrap
permanent
it in.
solution.
Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
I don't like that they reused his like lewd sprite for
Where's
this.
your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
One side of it was clean and crinkly.
There is no evidence.
I don't know.
I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
They're sweating because it's a dramatic situation at the end of a nice 34-hour game. Probably
now
36 by
that
the
the
time we finish.
conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Ah, look at this.
Because the key
Manipulative
to uncovering
lady.
your secret identity is hidden within that room.
Wow, could it
isn't
be someone wearing a bio suit, perhaps?
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You
started
see,
watching it last
the
stream, so you don't know
biolab
most of the
contained an
riddles. Fair enough. I mean, if you just want to
One
solve the
so
previous...
major it can't be
At this point, you're not
overlooked.
being spoiled on how the previous murders happened. You know, it's just which characters are alive and not. Unless they bring up the deaths. But, you know, you still have to solve the old mysteries, I guess. There's an inconsistency in the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Alright, 2010 game developers.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency, could you be talking about?
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Why are you starting to speak up so quickly? Dot 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 dot.
What one thing?
What thing?
What
Pooh.
do you think I'm talking about?
He's really HD here.
Your family.
Bum 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 bum. What? Question mark. No wait. Interrobang. Oh yes, Murakuro Kasaba.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
His mum doesn't even have like the default mum gonna die anime hair with like the back
So
ponytail.
what do you think? Are you sure
He's surprised
your
because he's
family's
surprised.
Still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family?
Like uber dead.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
They're just trying. He's just doing the thing that Kyoko did to him. They're trying to stress us
Stop
out.
talking about that.
Look, his hair's gone all like MS Painty.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm the heck down. I can't let him get to me. He's saying that 'cause he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. Welcome to London, Will, and also hello. Hello, Tom. Happy birthday from last week, by the way, presumably. How did it go, Tom? They're all drenched with all the sweat. Yeah. Like the character from Komi-san Can't Communicate. Osaha? I don't remember her name. There's a sweaty character in that. That's like her thing. I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers don't match up. Oh, are we playing Osu against... Oh god, we're playing Osu against Twat. I don't even remember the controls.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
I think it's space and tab, right?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Don't roar me,
What do
XD.
you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
I've actually like gotten pretty decent at this.
Are Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this?
Was that it?
I'm not listening!
Was he not going to give us... Oh shit, I need to actually do something. Who? What? I don't understand. What do they want me to do? Oh god, yeah, you have to choose. I actually forgot.
What do you want?
I was trying to understand.
I'm not
Biolab
listening.
lights?
This should prove it.
I guess. I completely forgot about that mechanic. You had a good day, but your birthday party is this Saturday. I hope you have fun.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
Yeah, well, there was an extra light that was on or something, I remember, because I counted it at some point, didn't I?
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
I'm not war criming the teddy, I'm
And it
shooting
was
him with
set up
truth
so that when a
bullets from my
slot had
truth
a
gun.
body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in.
Yeah, I know, and there's like...
And there were only 9.
Yeah.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here,
It's like
man.
BBC GCSE revision. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number that should be on there is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
I agree.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's
Oh.
died here so far. And
If
it
you
should
don't want
become
spoilers, they might, they've done it before, but right now they might show a screenshot of all the deaths, so you might want to like turn away for a second. The key to solving the mystery. Yeah, they're showing all the deaths now in sequence, so you might want to look away if you don't want to be spoiled. So there was a thought earlier I had when they showed the new lady's dead body. Sorry for looking at this screen, it's kind of weird. But these are like the exact same wounds that like the person that had... You know what I mean? You know the new character, I can't remember her name. She had like a bunch of really weird wounds in it. And I thought that was like this, and I was like, weird. So could this be the original 16th student but wearing like a wig or something? Probably not, right? But like, come on. I've got something there, haven't I? Because he's like uber dead. You're colorblind. Well, this is bright pink. I also really hate the way they did eyes there. It's really creepy. I hate it. Wando is the 5th. These other people died. I like that one. I didn't like that one. Yeah, Mukuro. So 10 people in all.
10 people in all?
Yeah.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Was I being spoiled in chat earlier
according
when
to
you
the
said it
lights
was
in the
Junko's twin
biolab,
sister? Is it
Only
actually
9
just
people were being stored
Junko?
there.
Although I don't know how they survived. Like, even if it was what's her face in a wig, why would she have agreed to that or something? I don't know. But that's the only worst person who died where like we weren't actually certain what happened. Although she did look pretty heckin'
You're
dead.
seeing a dead body just up
Maybe
and
they came out of her
disappeared?
body or something. Like blood packs, but really extreme.
I got it! The
Or maybe she
mastermind
does actually have a
destroyed
twin
one of the
sister.
bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then
Or it's Kirby.
whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Or maybe like the headmaster's skull has something to do with something.
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths.
Yeah, so one of
but
them
there
didn't
were
actually
only
die.
9 bodies.
And like all the
That's the point
all the
I'm trying
people
to
we were
make.
like certain died. Like the first one died to Monokuma and everyone else died to something else.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be
Yeah,
less than
Bloodborne
the
has
number
a
of
frenzy
murders?
that you get from like just looking at something on the same screen as like these weird enemies with a lot of eyes. The reason there were less bodies than murders. Someone faked their death. Only 9 murders took place. No? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. That's untrue. Alright, my bad. I guess I did just make that up. Someone was killed twice?
I got it.
Sure.
What about it?
Wait, no, maybe this does make
person
sense.
was
Maybe the
killed
first
twice.
person was the last person in a wig. Well, like, they were killed the first time, and then they were fake killed the second time, because the character who's in the trial we're currently on had old wounds that matched the spikes at the start, and then a bunch of fake wounds that have nothing to do with it.
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the
Sakura
victims may have been murdered
has committed suicide,
and then murdered again.
unfortunately.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still
Yeah, I'm still
only
pretty
9
sure the last
victims,
thing wasn't
right?
actually a killing. They were just a body on the floor.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No. It
Junko and
is
16
what
in the group
happened.
photos together. Yeah, they are.
Sounds like you're already
Does that-
convinced.
Does that matter?
Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Yeah, Makura was killed twice. She must have been the
Before
person who was killed
as
first.
Mukuro Ikusaba. She was
Cool,
killed
mate.
as someone else.
Because that Junko was the only
That's
character
why
who
the
wasn't,
body had
who was
to be
killed like in a
stored
weird,
the
different way.
biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
And if they could build like these cool giant robots and metal bars that no one can rip off and weird super tech, I'm sure they can build something to make it look like they died to weird tentacle spikes.
No.
Everyone else died by
Crazy
like
talk.
tripping downstairs.
She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Was she
Besides,
actually wearing a
who could
wig?
that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily
Yeah.
injuries of hers.
No
and
way.
That will become
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Makura is the new character who we never really met, but she died. No way was it actually. Really? Really, though.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was
I refuse.
killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Oh, they're doing this.
Junko Enoshima?
No shit, wrong one.
Leon Kuwata?
No, not Leon, the other one.
Hiro Fujisaki?
Manda Kiyotaki Fumi Celestial.
Or maybe...
Stop, no.
There's no way anyone
Okay,
was
so we...
murdered twice!
I guess we suck Junko. Yeah.
Who is this someone else?
No
Mukuro
actual
was killed
way.
as?
Really?
Sayaka Maizono?
My ass.
Junko Enoshima?
I'm gonna be so excited if this is actually what it was.
Leon.
I feel like I have the biggest brain on the block.
Kiyotaki Fumi Celestial.
Lou?
Or maybe. No.
There's no way anyone was...
No!
That's wrong.
Really? Oh my word. Alright. Finally. Do it for 34 hours. And eventually, some of the bullshit you say is randomly
Wasn't
true.
her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
That's really good.
What do you mean?
Oh my word. Yeah, I remember.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears.
Well, my theory is
all
that there were
over her
two
body.
masterminds. There was Junko and the other lady, which might not be true. But I was wondering if maybe during this scene, the new lady was controlling Monokuma. Or Junko was controlling it and then... I don't know. There's something to do with that, but I think Junko might be still alive. I don't know. I don't actually know about...
Died from a number of wounds across
I don't know if this is Mukuro wearing a wig, or if maybe this is what Mukuro looks like. And Junko is what looks different, and they switch the names around.
When you compare that to the stab
Although wasn't
wounds
she like a
Junko
magazine
suffered,
cover?
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains
that's probably
why those
why-
two bodies are actually one and the same.
That's probably why they waited so long to show us what the wounds were.
But let me see if I have this straight.
Oh, my eyes. Don't do that.
Junko, or someone going by that name,
Yeah.
was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
It makes me think that Mukuro and Junko were working together. Like she was like, "Ha, you go in like this and then pretend to kick the body around. I promise you won't actually die," and then she actually died. I don't know. This bit I'm gonna have to wait and see
this
how
time, it was presented as the
how they
corpse
do
of
it.
one Mukuro Ikusaba.
I should probably stop. I've gotten lucky now.
It all
I don't want to
matches
push
up,
it.
right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so
Oh yeah, Sans nut dealer.
what does it all mean?
Sans isn't
Means
Delta
that there
He's right at the
haven't
end.
been 10 victims.
Yeah, fingernail hands. Junko had like enormous fake fingernails, didn't she?
Which also
Or
means
the
that
other
among
girl.
the people we
Actually,
thought
no.
were
The girl that
dead,
died at the end had
one
weird
is
fake
still alive.
fingernails. The stream hasn't actually died, has it? Oh, I dropped 851 frames. Am I still here? When did I drop 800 frames? Was that like just now? I am still here. Okay. Well, 850 frames. That's not too bad. Stream never died
And
for you.
that's
I wonder
the
where they
true
got dropped.
identity of the mastermind?
I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe they're dropping occasionally.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Maybe it dropped for a few
We
seconds. It
already
came back up.
know the answer to that.
Maybe it was at the start of the
It's
stream. I didn't
Mukuro.
notice.
She's still alive.
No, she's extremely dead. Her like body height matches it.
She took Junko's body.
I really hate this picture. Something about it's like way more uncomfortable than the other ones.
And made it look like she was the one who died.
Like there is the fingernail thing.
So
That could
Mukuro's
also be
still
true.
alive.
It could be the other way around.
Gotta be.
I think Mukuro is very dead purely for the fact that they've managed to specify her body proportions. ...
Total silence? Then I must be right.
Yeah, it's still
I'm
51.
right, aren't I?
She looks so happy to be dead. No, she looks surprised. The one that's alive is Mukuro. Can we really believe that? There's no way. Yeah, the body proportions. Oh, we're doing one of these. Profile it's going to be, isn't it? Let's just double check quickly. According to the profile, her physical features were as follows. Coco said the corpse matches. It will be that. The body we found in the garden.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
Is it going to say somewhere like, what's your proof?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Yeah, I agree, but where do I want to shoot? It couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The body we found in the garden.
Maybe it's this?
It wasn't
Oh, it wasn't Mukuro. It was Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
This is a good song.
No.
Oh, it
The
stopped.
body we
It's like
found in the
Snowball Kids
garden
music.
was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Why are they calling them the vitals? Is this not waist, chest, arse measurements?
Everything in her profile
Or the
is
other, you know,
consistent
chest,
with
waist,
that
arse.
corpse.
Depends how lopsided you are.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So
Yeah,
there's
she
no
was 5'7".
question it's her.
What did Kyoko just say? Did she make some? Did she say 5'6"?
Mukuro's not the mastermind, then
Inconsistency.
who's actually still alive?
Vital for sewing. Yeah. Waist, chest, and arse. The 3 most important things to keep in check. Select someone. I guess we're selecting Junko.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
Junko is still alive. It's the only
I
possibility.
still can't believe that was right.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I'm not sure. I hope it is, though.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem
Every
to
doctor
be
he
the
measures
only
your
other
blood pressure and
explanation.
your thickness. Yeah, could you wear this little wristband, alright, yeah? You, blood pressure seems normal. Might want to, tone down a bit on the Coca-Cola, but other than that, alright. Now let's check your arse measurement. Yes. Still grippingly thick, I see. Good work. Keep on the donuts.
But But we saw her get impaled.
Maybe she was wearing like
She
an
died
armor
right before
or
our
something.
very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
3 words. It's a film. First word. Lord of the Rings.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now you mention it. Well, this is a long flashback. I placed my hand on the lifeless body. I touched the wrist to check for a pulse. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Yeah, she was obviously using the DR. Pre-nerf, obviously. 95% resistance. People think it was 90, but they were bullshitting. You could shoot it with like 7 crit screed brass beast heavies and it wouldn't blow up.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
Yeah, it was Makuro in her body.
So,
Or in her hair.
the idea that she's still alive.
Maybe Junko ripped off her hair, like, and then put it on the girl.
It must
They've done
be
that in a movie, haven't they?
wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your
Or like some
previous
spy
statement?
movie. Like scalp themselves.
I know
Or it
you
was a
gave
wig.
it your
It was probably
best
just a wig.
shot,
If they were on
but
magazine
too
covers and it
bad.
was
I guess
photoshopped.
your conclusion was a dud.
Dude. Power of 0.5 BPM, they just missed a beat. Yikes.
This case hasn't been decided just
Yeah,
yet.
she was just holding her breath really well.
Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
The stuff on the back looks like stuff from like the PE room at school. Like they'd make you climb up, but they'd
That's
never
all
actually
well
let
and
you
good,
climb up.
But how do you intend to
They were
solve
always
the
on the
problem
walls, but never
standing
brought
in your
out.
way?
Except for once, where they might brought them out. Like once they let down the giant rope from the ceiling.
Junko absolutely died.
Chat, did you all have the same
Mukuro
benches in like
absolutely
PE or
died.
gym or games or whatever? Like the exact same school benches with like the little knobs on the end, where if you sat on them it meant you were homo. Because they were like little knobs you had to sit on. And they had like the little clips underneath. They're all the same, aren't they? Is there a way to block your pulse on your wrists? Yeah, you just get a rope, tie it around your arm really hard and then pull it. I think that's what heroin addicts do.
Then both of them are dead,
Although I don't know why. Surely you'd
Can't
want there to be
any
more
kind of
circulation.
Survivor story.
Maybe that makes it faster.
I
Yeah, we
think
barely
need
use
to
them,
look
yeah.
at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
They were like super
Let's assume
against
Junko is still
health and
alive.
safety, yet for
If
some reason the
so,
school playground
how
would
could
be
she have survived?
softened by wood chips, so instead you just get splinters all day. Nice soft chips of wood. That'll protect them from their fall. Yeah, you can stop your gag reflex. That's just training. I think gag reflex is different to blocking the blood flow in your wrists. If she were alive somehow, could it be Junko's not the one that died? It was someone else entirely. Yeah, just a wig. Like, her hair was pretty weird. What Itga? No, not wig. Raphael. Rip. They want me to do E, don't they? Try E. Replicate? Replicate. Replicate. It's not spelled with an A, is it? Wait, how do you spell replicate, chat? Let me Google it. I thought it was spelled with an I. Replicate is spelled with an I. What is it then? Is it not replicate? What is it? Replace? Replace? I guess it's replace. Reply. Yeah, it's replace. I thought I'd just replace it. I thought my like knowledge of the English language had just exploded. Like, is it A? Is it E? Is it an Americanization?
That's it.
I didn't think
What
I
if she
counted the letters. Who does
switches
that?
with
No one
someone
counts the
else?
letters in Pictionary. Scribbly.
Places? That's
Just use the
right.
Uno card.
Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Whoa, the person who you thought was someone was not them.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Ow, my eyes.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that.
They could just have switched from the
Maybe
start.
the whole idea is wrong.
Yeah, they switched at the beginning.
I got it. The two of them.
I still can't believe this is
they
actually
switched
how it
places
played
from
out.
the very beginning.
What?
It's so dumb.
From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met.
Look at all these characters.
If that's when they switched,
I mean, yeah, also they explained that memories can be
then
replaced. Could they
wouldn't
not
have
have
had
just
to
explained
switch
that was
at the
it?
moment of death, right?
Plus, I'm on my water bottle now, which I found in the cupboard and then dishwashed.
After
Slam.
all,
Tastes
the
like
one we
plastic.
saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
The boy on the right is ripped.
Hold
That
on.
is Sayaka.
So you're
Sakuya.
saying the Junko
Sakura.
we first met
I like Sakura. She's a good character, yeah. Yeah, you didn't actually meet Junko.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Bom 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 bom. Yeah, they were talking about how she looked differently at the start, weren't they? Was that foreshadowing? Remember that? When they were like, wow, you don't look anything like you did in your pictures. And she's like, yeah, everything's airbrushed and photoshopped.
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Yeah.
That would easily allow
Why
the
Junko
two of them
then?
to
Wasn't
switch
she like the
places from
ultimate
very beginning.
Photoshop star?
Wait,
Was she
but
actually the
Mukuro
ultimate
had a
despair?
tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
That's a good point.
Junko never had any
Makeup.
tattoo like that, did she?
She's got the weird fingernail, like the red fingernails of the dead corpse. Surely you can just put makeup over
She
a
could have
tattoo.
hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah, people do that all the time. I don't know how well it works.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
Are you gonna suggest that she had foundation? Okay, whatever. I guess they could have just left it on.
Plus,
I guess they
there
never
were
would have had a
fake
reason
nails
to
found
wash it
on
off.
the hands of Mukuro's body.
Yeah, nice. The red nails, yeah.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Yeah, and we explicitly pointed it out.
But
The tat didn't get burnt
if
off.
she really did use
No.
foundation...
Tattoos are pretty deep. Like your body's like whenever you have a tattoo, your body perpetually tries to expel it. Like it, slowly tries to pull ink particles into your bloodstream so you can shit it out at some point. Genuinely, it's pretty weird. It's one of the reasons tattoos fade, even though they should be enough layers deep in the skin to be pretty permanent. One of the reasons they start to fade is that your body actively thinks it's like an aggressor and tries to remove it.
Correct.
It's just kind of
Even
weird.
if there
It's like
was no
ink flowing through
tattoo
your
on
blood
her
and
hand,
shit.
I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
Yeah, the
But
fingernails.
too bad for you, Monokuma. You
And the
can't
tattoo.
deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
Obviously, yeah.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Wow, there were two masterminds.
So
Who could have thought up
Mukuro,
with that idea?
the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her.
So it can be two ultimates. Is she both the ultimate soldier and the ultimate
In
despair?
other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
She did say there's another one.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
She.
Afraid? What's that mean? Afraid.
Is this actually what Junko sounds like this whole time? Because I have wondered about the voice. Because we didn't point out anything weird when Hina was using it. Like, we didn't say, wow, Hina, your voice sounds weird. They didn't voice it, but I'm assuming it was just Hina's voice.
Fear is only
This is maybe what she
possible
actually
where
sounds
hope
like.
is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
The second or third degree burn completely wipes the tat. Well, she blew up and then caught fire. So I don't know, that's probably not nearly as bad as a third degree burn. I don't know, I think that's video. I think we can take the video game logic on it.
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
Like, I think maybe just like the torso was on fire and the hands were fine, or something like that, you know?
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Third degree burn is like irreplaceable damage.
I tried to protect her identity.
I didn't even know you got fourth degree burns. At that point, you might as well just say like evaporated.
When did I do that?
Where was the bomb? Like, I think it was around here. Like, obviously, the body would have blown up, you know. But I think video game wise, we can accept that the tattoo was still on there, because it was. The tattoo was still on there. Maybe it was a really shitty bomb, and it only had like a 1 foot error of effect. You can try to deceive us all we want, but it doesn't matter. I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity twice. The first time was during the latest investigation. What, in the control room? Maybe. This? Actually, I need to think about this. They've hidden the thing twice. Is the lights one of them? I actually don't know which one this is. The fatal injury was a collection. So, they've tried to hide Junko's thing twice. Once was during the investigation. The lights? No. Alright, we have infinite time to think about it now that we've done something wrong. Let me think about this. They tried to hide it. Was that even what the question was? You can open the transcript if that helps. He tried to hide Junko's identity. So I guess you just have to get it wrong to be able to open this menu, because you can't open this menu in the other when they're actually giving you the things. Let's think through this. Well, I mean, during the explosion, the identity is unknown. That's explicitly them talking about the identity being unknown. And the fact that they're trying to pretend that someone's been stabbed a bunch and smacked in the head. That's irrelevant. That's, I think, irrelevant. You cheated hard with the transcript in Danganronpa 1. Clue first time. I mean, this... Yeah, you know, if you're being sneaky and saying first time, haha, because, you know, that's the first... I'm still going to go through them. Not that. It's not going to be that. No, 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 no. No! Unlikely. Definitely not. No. 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 Maybe. Just the first time you encounter Monokuma hiding her identity. The fatal injury was a pair of a collection of wounds covering the body. So it's either this or the first one. I expect it's actually this one, because it explicitly says, due to the explosion their identity is unknown, and the question is, when did he first try to screw around with their identity?
Shoot!
I hope I don't get this wrong, I don't want to have to go through this whole thing. It's not the file.
Shoot!
Is it the wounds then? I don't want to have to... If I fail this, do I have to redo the entire investigation? There's no... I can't open up the transcript on this menu. I'm assuming it's Makuro's fatal injury, right? There's a checkpoint. Is the checkpoint just before this? Like, am I safe to just guess? And not guess. Am I safe to make my guess without, you know, wasting everyone's time? Right here or not too far back? Okay, I'm gonna make my second guess. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the checkpoint then.
Shoot.
Oh, we're gonna see the death screen. We haven't actually gotten anything this wrong yet. No one believes me. No one wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh, if we come to the end of the debate, it seems you weren't unable to uncover the mystery. You know what that means? Punishment time. Oh, do we get to see this?
Is this really
Is
the
this
end for
is this
all
the
of
bad
us?
ending? Or one of them? Want to give it another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
Oh, they just let you come back here. Fair enough.
The two of them
Oh,
may have switched places from the very
I
beginning.
what? Did I want to press no there? Is there actually a cutscene? They switched places from the beginning. From the beginning. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay, the checkpoint wasn't that far away. Yeah, I get it. She did it. Can you do that? Continue as many times as you want, or just once? I don't think Monokuma did anything with the injuries. I think they actually did die to the spikes. As many times as you want. Okay. Okay. I have a few times to guess now. Control room is maybe then. Top? No. Wakuro? No. Ultimate despair? No. Hidden room present? No. Photo? No. Thing? No. Thing? No. Thing? No. Thing? Maybe. Why choose injuries? Because I'd guessed everything else that I thought it was. What was Kyoko's account? It was the bomb. Like the first... I don't understand actually. The question is... When did they first... When did under investigation... Sort them in your brain in chronological order. Well, we tried this one, and this is what I thought was the first one. Because it says, due to the explosion, the unknown thing is unknown. And that to me seems to answer the question. Places check is way later. This is a bit later. This is around the time. That's irrelevant. This was literally the first. If you choose mean and Danganronpa 2, there are some debates we have to choose between like 10 truth bullets. Monk S. I used all my smarts at it. I mean, chronologically, this was first. I mean, this was first. Or this was first, I don't know. Or this was first. This was like 10 years ago. Interview DVD was ages ago. I hate you. I'm just taking what you said. I've actually run through my choices in my head, because it's not this. Although I didn't think it was going to be that. This is what I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't. Places to check, no. Control room. Like, they did hide their identity. That was sort of during the investigation. I don't know, actually. Honestly, don't know. Let me do some random guesses then. Biolab secret. No. Okay.
Shoot.
Well, it wasn't Biolab secret. Shoot. Yeah, I've got no bloody idea. I thought this is everything related to that. Places to check. No. You'd hazard a guess and say it's the control room. What, the person highlighting the floor? No, it's not.
Shoot.
Remember the thing he did to throw everyone off? No. I mean, this was like 2 weeks ago when we last did this. So forgive me if my memory isn't as good as any of you that just watched the VOD. Shoot. It's so obvious smacking my head. The first thing he does to throw you off. It's not the group photo. Yeah, I get it. That what are they covering Junko's face in literally? Because I saw they were covering her face in this one. They weren't covering her face in all of them, were they? It's schizo. Because I did notice the face covering thing, but I just thought it was him being a twat. I was like, haha, she's a public face, but she's not. I mean, we have all these lives, let's go with it. No, it's not. What matters now is presenting the right evidence. Okay, whatever. I'm starting to talk my way through everything. The first time... Well, you're saying it's obvious. I thought I've gone through the obvious one. What was Kyoko's account? Stab and blow to the head were inflicted after death. Sure. No?
Shoot.
Honestly, I've actually just... I am almost guessing at this point. Because a lot of these do they answer the question. You know, during the investigation they tried to hide the identity. During the investigation, the identity was hidden. Like, you know. Places to check. Nope. This should have been updated at some point. Just no idea, honestly. There's a second despair. Yeah, I get it. He stopped you from doing something earlier. Chat, this was like a week ago, or 2. You're gonna have to forgive me if I don't remember everything that happened. What did he prevent us from doing? Watching all the interview DVDs? Thanks to Monokuma's interference, I wasn't able to see the DVD all the way through.
I got it. While I was in the AV
Chat, if I'm honest, I
watching
don't
the DVD of our
remember
interviews with the
the
headmaster.
contents of the DVDs. Sure, I guess we didn't see Junko's side. I did not remember this one detail. I'm sorry. I forgot about it. Just read everything carefully. I was gonna do that, but I thought there were some that made a lot more sense, so I went with those first. Like, I didn't remember everyone whose interviews we saw. Yeah, I mean, the control room was my very first thought, and then I thought it's probably not. There's nothing in there that mentions the hidden trapdoor. But that is also a time where they tried to hide the true identity. It's not explicitly Junko, it's just the mastermind. Just doing this... That probably triggers the mic, actually, sorry. I was trying to figure out if I just punched my mic by accident. Failure.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video.
You don't remember the end of this
And
one?
the reason you did that
Nice.
is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
Not bad for watching a playthrough.
If Photo saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
I wouldn't have
That
noticed.
whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
It wasn't a fluke, you did it. That's not the only time they tried to hide the identity. They tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. Yo, hello, Josh. Uh-oh, I hear Junko. Oh yeah, you got us, fam. They tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. Don't make me pick from the list again, please. If it's Osu, I'll live with it. I mean, that's the same sort of thing, but whatever. I need to scratch my nose so badly.
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
I love Osu. I guess this is balanced around us having less ammo. Because, like, now I'm not just left right clicking on everything, I have, like, way too much.
What do you want?
Am I on the slowdown? I am. Okay, I need to be careful about this.
That's impossible!
I've got no bloody idea. Just shoot this one, maybe? Failed! Oh, cool, do we get to see a fail screen? Maybe not. This will be unbearable in a debate. I actually don't know which one they wanted. The other time they tried to screw with the identity. Like they did DVD and group photo. What? So was her face covered in all the group photos? All right, whatever. Give it another shot. Do I have to play through the Osu thing again? Yeah? Presumably, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna assume it was that then. The thing I just said. Raw! XT. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This must have been unbearable to play on a PlayStation Portable. Or maybe better. I wonder.
What do you want? Are you sure about
Oh yeah, chat, my 240Hz monitor is like really cheap on Amazon right now, if you're thinking about buying one. It's like 280 quid, which is way less than I paid for it. I think Tommy might be buying it as well. I was thinking about that just now, like, PS Vita is like a 60Hz little console, isn't it?
What do you want? What do you want? That's impossible!
Group photo, shoot it, shoot it! Shoot, 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 shoot.
This should prove
Okay,
it.
cool. You have £6.80 in your bank account. You'll probably do. I don't know. But if you're thinking about a really, really good monitor upgrade, it's 280 is really cheap for a 240Hz nice monitor. Like when this 144 over here was like not much less than that when I got it, and that was when 144Hz first came to the consumer market, and it was overpriced. Even though it's a really shit monitor, it was the cheapest okay one I could get. And that was like not too dissimilar from this, and this is like a really nice monitor and 240Hz. So if you needed one, it's a good time. It's good for Osu, it's excellent for AR11. It genuinely makes a difference in Osu, like a visible difference, because you can see the approach circles. There's like a genuine difference in smoothness that you can see immediately. How's the new crib? It's decent. It's like, it's a really good flat. There's a couple of small problems with it. But it's good. It's a good place. You did the same with the group photo.
I noticed it just a little while ago.
I don't know if you're going to have 240Hz making too much of a difference outside Osu. Like, it's great for Windows. Like, when you move your mouse between a 60Hz, 144 and 240, it is a difference. Like, a nice, visibly good difference. But I'm sure most people will be fine with 144Hz. But Osu is one of those games where you can reach like 1000 FPS and is really fast. Also, nice meep.
In all the photos, there's a certain similarity. In unusual circumstances.
80 FPS isn't bad in Team Fortress.
What's so unusual about them?
I think they fixed the thing around the tough break update where mouse input was directly mouse input lag was directly tied to your frame rate. I think it's not tied to that anymore. It might still be though, I don't actually remember the truth. It used to be the case for a really long time that the higher frame rate in Tier 2 the less input lag you had, but I think at some point they fixed it. I don't remember if that's true though. Yeah, face is covered in all of them. So I was right.
I got it.
I didn't have enough time to look at Junko's face on the other ones, I guess.
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
I did think it was kind of weird. Yeah. They gave us evidence to use against them.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to
Yeah, it's
be
definitely
hidden
still dependent on
in
frame
every
rate,
single
but I think it's
picture,
better
don't
than it
you
used to
think?
be.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see
They
that
shouldn't even be
Mukuro
tied
is
full
clearly
stop.
visible.
Like, it should have interpolation to make it so it works. Kyoko wears gloves in pool photo. She always wears
So in
gloves.
other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched
Everything
yet.
is better on 144Hz. It's just better. In like every way. Unless you're a graphics designer, in which case if you're getting 144Hz you're probably getting a TN panel, which isn't good for design.
Is the real Junko. Which is why
Wonder
you
what
had
colour
to
eyes
have
she has.
pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Although I think you... Xanadu. Guy likes Toho.
I believe everything Makoto said is true.
If you... I think you can get 144Hz or 120Hz on non-TN panels now, though. It's 2019. You might be able to get them on IPS? OLED? I don't know. Whatever the nice one for designers is. Who was the corpse?
Junko and Mukuro switched places
Then,
before we met
Mukuro.
either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yeah.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Bum 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 bum.
Xanadu times 2!
Ba ba ba
With this,
ba
the
ba
identity
ba
and the
ba
crimes of the
ba
mastermind have been exposed.
ba 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 ba.
No, wait, hold on!
Ba 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 ba. Good night, you Paris.
There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Okay. Whoa, I'm having a psychic reading. Oh, we get to do one of these. I forgot about these. This is pretty cool. Okay. Who was the identity of the ultimate fashion? What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista? Junko. Junko is the ultimate fashionista. It's probably this then. Maybe not. We'll come back to that one. I'm not too sure about it, but nothing else seems to fit. Then Act 2, she's like, haha, hey everyone, how's it going, fams? It's me, it's you, it's me, haha, hoo hoo. Yo, what up, fams? Ooh, it's me. Yo, step, 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 step. Oh no, stab, 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 stab. Oh heck, I can't believe I just died. Hoo hoo. Where did they keep the body? In the bio lab. I suppose. Because this image here is that image. That's the only one that would fit. And then they in Act 4, way later, they're like timelining it. They yeet on this mask. The mastermind attacked you with something. It was the knife. This one. When they attacked you, who stopped them? Kyoko going like, yo, what the heck, fam? Another spoilers, I guess. I mean, it's just spoilers for the solution, but I'm sure you would have figured it out yourself by now. After their surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled my room. Oh, they actually were going to kill you. After the surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled my room. Okay. Oh, we're trying to find a picture of them running away. Like, that doesn't look like them fleeing. That looks like them walking away. But fine. That's the only one that fits. This is from a previous thing, so let's not worry about that. What did they do with the mask after they took it off? Probably burnt it. Oh no, they put it on the body, didn't they? Actually, my bad. I forgot. They put the mask on the other body, on the dead corpse. What was the condition of the body when you first found it? It was good. Fresh. And they were in there watching everyone like, hoo hoo, ha ha, hee hee, ha ha, ooh. And she was about to tear off the mask, apparently, I don't remember that bit. And then it blew up. Bing, 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 blue, boom. We couldn't identify it because it got blown up.
Here's exactly
Oh,
what happened.
I guess I right-clicked by accident. I meant to use my scroll wheel, but fine.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here.
Is that right?
That wasn't the real Junko.
Oh, I was right.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place.
Monka S.
And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa.
Mukuro Ikosawa, the 16th student lying somewhere within this school. Be careful of her, she is the ultimate despair.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind...
So wait, was the stepping thing actually not like an act? Was the stepping thing actually just her being angry? Or her like taking the piss out of her friend?
Junko and Oshima.
They look younger on the page. I really like these drawings. If the game was remade with this style, like the drawings, it would be really cool.
Which had been converted into a morgue.
Behind my face there is a guy peeking, if you're wondering. I never even considered that in cover and stuff. That's why it was locked, so people wouldn't like sneak through it.
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proven to be one big thorn in her side.
So was it not wearing a wig? Were their visual identities actually different? Like, did Junko always look like
she wanted
black
us
hair?
all to think Mukuro was still alive.
After the story is
hiding
already written and the
somewhere
voice
inside the
acting is already
school.
done, the game would be dirt cheap to remake. Yeah. I mean, it would take a while to draw everything, but yeah. Probably cost less than the anime did. What's wrong with this? Oh, that's her fleeing. That's why I thought this looked weird. So what's this one say? Who stopped them? This is her running in the way. That's why... And that's... Yeah. That makes all
exactly
sense.
what
Yeah,
happened.
I see.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive. And
Time to go.
hiding
You've got no
somewhere
idea what's going
inside
on. You
the
don't want more
school.
spoilers. Bye, man. Thanks for saying hello. Shink. Don't do that.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
Out I
After
go.
making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Oh, so she had planned to escape.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same.
And she didn't have time to put the science coat on, so she just laid it on.
She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
So I'm assuming the anime wasn't in this style. I'm assuming it's in the style of the actual game. Because if the anime was in this style, it would be so good. Even if it was bad, it would be good. Look at his hair! It's brilliant. Boom. Must have put in a heck of an effort to put the mask on that haircut. Yeah, bloody hell. Especially because in the picture there, they still had the hair. It's not like you could say they shaved it.
She had to
Video
make sure
games.
we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Oh.
The real Junko
I was gonna say, is that like
Inoshima.
Majora's Mask? Like the Zora children. Good night, by the way. Yeah, nice.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
I like the idea that the mastermind was like a 38-year-old man, but now it's just like some angry teenager.
What?
Don't know how to
Are
feel
you
about
broken
it.
again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Yeah, there were musical notes. I mean, the Zoras looked like musical notes. That was the point. The idea of the explosion was to destroy everything, like all the weird stab wounds.
Come on!
All of it.
It's time you finally revealed yourself.
Yeah, take your shirt off. Take off your pants and jacket,
It's not like
which has
you're
two
an
meanings.
endangered
After
species or
as I
something.
discovered like last year,
How long
that
do you plan to keep
song
hiding?
/ album. Is it an album? I think it's an album, isn't it? Album called that. Didn't realise for a really long time that it had a double meaning. Yeah, New Wave Bossa Nova. Not like
Keep it
you're
up,
endangered
Junko.
species.
The game's over.
Over?
Why the weird like eye
Did you
though?
really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
You sure? Time to Beat said it only took 30 hours to finish this game. Whoa. Sauna. Whoa! Oh, she has like little hats! But she had rabbits, but she doesn't. That's cool. That's a cool reveal. Also, what? Was she in the robot?
We have been waiting.
Is this what she sounds like?
Very long for peasants like you
Oh
to
my
appear.
god. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Oh my word. I love it. That's amazing.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
I was not expecting her to sound like Queen Elizabeth.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We
Oh my
will
word.
grant you honor, status, in some of our home
Keep
cooking.
watching. Yes.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Yeah. Let's go.
Did you
Oh.
think I was being serious?
Oh.
Sorry. I was just messing with you.
Gosh, she sounds like a girl gamer.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
She sounds like she's voiced by a Twitch streamer, using like their snowball. Is this the mastermind? She's the real Junko Onishima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after
I guess that
day.
explains the voice, if she can put voices on.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide.
I actually like
I
her
get
voice quite a
bored
lot.
so easy, you know?
It just sounds so different to all the other characters.
Your face.
It sounds like it's done in like a different voice acting studio.
Huh? What about my face?
Doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it sounds like they went on Fiverr to find a really good voice actress, but then she just recorded it in like her studio.
What's wrong with my beautiful face?
It's monotone, yeah.
People have told me I'm cuter than 100
That's the point.
chihuahuas combined.
But like it just like the microphone sounds different.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Do you remember seeing it? I don't. What? I don't remember this. I mean, Hina hasn't been in the headmaster's room. Wait, has she? Maybe. I don't know, but I have enough guesses and I got it right, so it's good.
That's right. It was before I ever came.
She sounds like a
school.
depressed text-to-speech lady,
I
yeah.
remember seeing a magazine cover.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously. Is that... Yeah, I thought they meant the person themselves. Like, we know about... Yeah? Yeah, she was on a magazine cover, yeah.
And you were on it.
Yeah, no, that was her character. Did this need to be pointed out? That was her character. Yeah.
Wow.
That's correct.
You have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
I do like she has like little Monokuma hats.
So I was right.
Also, they have like little
Then
symbols.
What you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I feel like it doesn't quite match up to reality. Yeah, she has like a smaller face and like freckles and shit. Huh? Yeah, you're talking about my cover photos and stuff. Well, yeah, they're Photoshop. Yeah, she has this like weird grin. Do you remember that? I completely forgot about her grin. Photoshopped. Yeah, she looks different. Yeah, no, she's definitely a different person.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along.
I really like this character.
Wouldn't you?
That
She's
explains
so
why
much
she
better
didn't
than the
quite
one
seem
from
the
the start of the
same,
game.
Because she was a different person all along.
I'm
She is
me,
eternally posing.
and Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
Alright, nerd.
Not
Someone's
even
played
if
like a
they're
Pokemon
twins.
game. She's a twin sister! Whoa!
Twins!
So wait, when chat said it's Junko's twin, they were half spoiling, but they were actually spoiling. Oh my god. Okay, sure.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm
That makes
almost
so much
embarrassed to admit
sense.
it.
I can't believe you were spoiling so much, but so little. My word.
So basically, Mukuro
Also, hello.
and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
They got the voice actress from, What's the Dracula one called that's really good? And it had, Team 4 Star did a cover of it. What's it called? What's the police girl called? Helsing. She sounds like the Team 4 Star voice actress for the police girl from Hellsing Ultimate.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters.
Oh, I
Ultimate
see.
Despair!
Has any of you watched that? I would highly recommend, like, go watch it, like, now. The Team 4-star Hellsing Ultimate dub cover. She sounds so similar. It's so good. It finished, like, earlier this year, I think. It's been running for a little while. Really worth it. Really, really good cover of it.
She's a totally
It's by the
different
same people who
person
did
now.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
Hence the, like, black and white thing. Hellsing Abridged,
You're twins.
Ultimate Abridged is
Why do you
insanely
have
good. Because
different last names?
it is actually an abridged, like, it covers the story decently well. Obviously, they fill in their own stuff and makeups and stuff for entertainment purposes, but, like, I think it's better than the original. Bitches love cannons, yeah. It's just incredibly good. And this voice actress sounds the same.
You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears.
It's a high quality, yeah.
Questions over and over?
The difference is Dragon Ball Z Abridged is from, like, 2007, and it's been updated with a similar style. I mean, they've done different things, like they've redrawn mouth flaps and done, like, animations and stuff, but it's mostly kept the same style. And Hellsing Ultimate was meant to be more like an actual, like, little movie series. Like, super high quality, but, like, years between each episode. And Dragon Ball Z Abridged, there's, like, 250 episodes of it or something.
Just make up
And they
whatever
recently
answer
finished
you
one of the
want.
arcs,
I don't
right?
give a shit.
Like a few months
The
ago.
show's fucking lame anyway.
God, she swears so much.
If she was your twin, that
It's
means
good. I recommend watching
you
both of them,
killed
actually.
your own sister?
And Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged by Little Karibe.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean.
Yeah, they finished the Cell arc, yeah.
As if.
Well,
They never explain
I
the magic
suppose
stuff.
I'd better explain.
It's like me chat, but with boobies. Yeah.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Yes, I have
The so-called
cleavage.
mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
Yes, of course.
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties.
Junko swearing's cool, though.
Because naturally,
I don't know why.
she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I
She's
could
like a
have
head
let her work
teacher, I guess.
alongside
I see.
me, but she would
Junko's
have been
really
useless
cool.
to me that way.
Good night, Clara. Have a good sleep.
Besides,
Also, hello.
15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she
Atrocious.
was with the rest of society.
I want the malted round rye sourdough, please,
Meanwhile,
waitrose employee.
my ultimate
Hop to it.
fashionista status
I
has an
can't deal with this
undeniable
white
appeal that I didn't
bread
wanna go to
nonsense. Get out
waste.
of here.
And that's why you switched identities? Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
Yes, she's talking about Gyarados, the atrocious Pokemon.
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter
This
disappointment
voice
that she
actress
was,
is so good.
anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her.
That's so horrible.
To meet everyone's expectations.
I don't think
can't
she's
be your
bipolar.
only
I think she's
reason,
just
can it?
acting. I think this is like her thing.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
I hate it.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was
I
gonna
hate
happen,
it.
that'd be so boring.
Go back to the depressed character.
I
I
changed
relate
things
it
just
more.
a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
I get it, because you got stabbed.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided,
Sharp.
premeditated act of betrayal.
I liked the voice
Just
actor,
as I
yeah.
suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, she was like, what the heck? Like, what? My sister killed me? What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to, why me?
So, you figured it out?
Good night, 69 Analingus. I hope you have a sweet dreams.
Well, you're right.
And a restful
There's
slumber.
No way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
I hate this, like,
We're the ultimate despair, you know?
Lily
We never
Pichu
had any
ripoff.
kind of hope or expectation.
Guess where's TK? Get TK in here.
Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Hmm.
When I was born,
Relatable.
I cried tears of total despair.
Thank you, 69.
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people.
Oh!
We can do anything.
I'm gonna set up copyright laws and screw over all media until
We've always been filled with
200
despair.
years from now.
So when we do something, we go all the way. And
Actually,
live
copyright
another
rules are
way.
probably going to be done just forever, aren't
So you
they?
just murdered
Because Walt
your
Disney
own
is already
sister
dead.
and didn't think anything
Yet they're
of
still
it?
for some reason in play. It's like a cat girl doing the nya. Yeah.
That's not true at all.
Oh no.
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why.
Why is she covered in mushrooms?
Excited.
Is this like the sexy one? Because she's like tucked it up a bit more actually. Like zipped up a bit further.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands.
Why the mushrooms though?
That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Super despair.
It's like super, 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 super despair.
I love the writers for
No,
this game
more
sometimes.
than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
Oishi.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair.
Wait, hang on. How come you have a like robot bear?
After all,
Does
to be
fashion pay out
murdered
that
by
like
your
enough
own
for this?
sister, and only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such
Kimochi.
excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Sorry, I haven't spoken in over 36 minutes, and I need to just let everyone know that I'm a complete twat.
Turning your own
Just
despair
reminder.
into
Thank you.
some kind of fetish.
Talk soon.
Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
They're actually both pretty similar.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the
Hina.
hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so your family's died.
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Thank you, Rathalos. I always try to be on point, on chic, on fleek.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe
Yeah,
you
your
should
side
solve
Yale
the
hasn't
riddle
killed
of your
anyone.
missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight. That's
Damn
exactly
straight.
what we're going to do.
Alright,
We're going to solve all these mysteries.
cool.
And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken? And those interviews? I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Could it have been that this all happened a year ago and we have forgotten the last year?
No fair! At least give us a hint.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before.
Sponge.
All the memories
What's wrong with his
you
belly
lost
button?
Share something
It's
in
big.
common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Memories were stolen. What were they related to? The founding? No. The motives?
I got it!
I guess?
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question.
She's definitely a Twitch streamer.
Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Oh no, no really?
Theme?
The theme.
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
God, she's like a school teacher. So, kids, turn to chapter 1 of your GCSE practice book, when Sayaka was horrifically murdered by Leon, aka 1770... Wait, what was it? 1770... I don't remember. What was the theme of the motive? The theme of the motive for the first murder. Sayaka was her and her friends. Yeah, they had a dream. The theme was human connections. Love triangles. International... It's human connections, isn't it, fam? 11037. Oh. Which are the magic numbers that you present on Reddit and people laugh and go, haha, I remember that. What was that one? You know the one I mean, right? 11037. 11037, that's
Ding,
it.
ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Thanks for the Prime subscription, 69 Anilingus.
Each video showed the total.
It's not
description of your
8008
most important
135
relationships.
or 69 420. It's about
For
friendships.
example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
Yes, Kickstarter. Make sure to check my Patreon out. Like, comment, and subscribe. Depressed Junko is the kind of teacher that tells you what's going to be happening for the lesson, dumps textbooks on your desks, and does nothing for the whole hour, including watching bullying happen. Yes. She sounds like a minimum wage worker told to work with a bunch of aggressive teenagers for her job.
Still, what a
And
cool
receive
thing to
less
do.
and less benefits every year.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept.
God, she's
this
really tall.
approval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
I hate this.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
The second theme was cash dot. Was it? No, it wasn't cash. I actually don't remember. Oh, there were secrets. The past.
I got it.
It's about how I used to wet the bed.
It was.
Everyone's like, oh, it's not that bad.
past, right?
And then someone was like, oh shit, I'm actually a serial killer.
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And
He
the
was
whole
having
reason
fun.
Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Hi. Hello.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay,
It's a good
on
laugh.
to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
What was Hifumi's secret was? We don't need to know. Celeste's turn to murder was cash dollar. She wants to live with a bunch of handsome men. Greed.
I got it. It was money, wasn't it?
Bedwetting does mean you're a serial killer. If any of you have ever peed yourself, chat. Even if it's on the toilet, you're probably a serial killer. This character's okay.
Goddamn straight it was money. Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
Yeah.
What's the point of
Girls
all this?
love
Why are you making us go
giant
through this
bazookas.
case by case?
rocket launchers and explosions. Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
It's definitely the same voice. It's not the same voice actress, but they definitely sound the same. Unless it is.
Now,
Probably gonna get
can
someone
you
to
tell me
dub
the
your
motive
Japanese
behind Crazy
VM.
Ass Sakura's crazy ass death?
Like a 10 million subscriber YouTube channel is probably somewhere you might go. They all tend. It is. You think it is? It's actually the same voice actress because she sounds really similar. That'd be brilliant if it is. The motive of the Sakura's death was. Yeah. I actually forgot what that one was. Blackmail. Oh. Oh, it was Sayaka. Sorry, Sakura, whatever, I forgot. The motive for Sakura's betrayal.
I got it.
Here goes a mix of all the female characters.
It was betrayal.
Yeah. No, I meant the same voice actress for the one that sounds like Police Girl.
Precisely. You see,
This is probably not the same lady.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
I really liked Sakura. She's a good character.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point?
That also explains why
What
they might want to
meaning
let
is
us
there
out at
in
the
asking
end.
those questions now?
If the motive is them like getting off on despair. If the most despairing thing is to let us go.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
It's a Twitch stream.
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
I haven't played Team Fortress in months.
Course,
So.
those aren't the only motives
I like
that
this is the
exist
best
in
one.
this world.
This is the best one of all.
In fact,
I love
there
it.
are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
It's just so good. It's like perfect.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is
Brilliant.
what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
The seed of despair? That's from the mall, right? Where you pick up your McDonald's and Starbucks coffees, your espressos.
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also
I
promotes
pulled
nourishment.
this crown out of my cleavage.
And that nourishment.
I
is
got him,
hope.
Menti.
Despair
I
can
got
grow
your
only in
fifth
the presence of
Italian
hope.
part with my not espressos. Espresso. It is espresso, by the way. If you're wondering, it's not got an X in it.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor
How bad?
thin
Wait, when I
line.
talk, does it pick the
Such is hope
microphone?
and despair.
I haven't used this thing in years, so I don't remember how bad it is.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
She pulled the glasses out of her bottom. That's where I store
How
mine.
so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's
She's
what
got
you
a good
want
clicky pad as
proves
well.
I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have
She
taken
stores them in
place.
her pouch. Do I drink caffeine? Yes. I drink a lot of caffeine. An obscene amount.
That is why we took your memories. So
I
that
haven't
you
gone
would
to the
have
posh coffee
desire to
shops nearby
leave.
yet, though. You can buy really you can buy beans that are like £10 a tiny packet. I want to buy some at some point. See what they're like.
The only reason we want to
His hair
leave
feels
is
like a
because
giant
you took
afro,
our
I imagine.
memories. Is
The only reason you want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that right?
Which means
I grind my own
if
beans,
we
I
did
definitely
have
do,
our
yes.
memories, then we wouldn't want to leave.
I have a nice electric
Do I
burr.
understand that right?
It's actually a really nice one.
What? Why the hell
I was
would
given
having
it
our memories make us not
For my
wanna
birthday
leave?
by my sisters. Birthday/Christmas by my 3 sisters.
A most troubling
They were like, we
thought,
can get you a cheap
isn't
grinder
it?
and a bunch of beans or an expensive grinder. And I said, please give me an expensive grinder.
But it's not enough. I want more distress.
I could use a
more
mortar and pestle if I want to
despair.
spend 20 minutes flicking beans
I
around my
put so
kitchen.
much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
I could never ever go back to just
So,
powdered coffee,
just
by
like
the way.
Crazy
Once
Eddie
you start
slashing
grinding
his
your own beans,
prices
it
and passing the savings
makes...
on to you,
The difference between eating, like, fruit that you literally just picked off the plant and fruit that you found at the back of the cupboard 3 weeks ago.
Really? Then
Bean grinding is
hurry
good
up
though.
and tell us.
You can buy a cheap grinder for like
Okey-dokey.
10-15
Like
quid.
they say,
Makes all the
seeing
difference.
is believing. I'd like for you to see
The grind
the
changes you.
outside world.
Ooh. The outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
Ooh, despair.
So something really did happen out there.
Ooh, here we go. So actually the
Now, are you
apocalypse,
interested
like a
in
year
what I
ago.
have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
Haha.
Now then, open.
Well, we actually on like a stage. It's either the apocalypse or on like a giant theatrical stage.
Behold, the world beyond the school walls.
Or it's completely normal.
This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Yeah, maybe it is Attack on Titan. It's like really tall naked men outside. Oh, Monokuma's taken over. Interesting. Here's the apocalypse. Okay. Sure. Yeah, alright. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Yeah, we went down a lift.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something. What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Recognize it? What should we recognize? The whole thing's
That
nuts.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you.
The Eiffel Tower is protected by copyright laws because the lights are not as old as the tower itself and the patent hasn't expired. Seriously?
If you can't
Wait, when did they
remember,
put the lights on the Eiffel
please
Tower?
just try. Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no
Such a
more.
good voice
'Cause
actress.
now it's time for the final class trial.
Have all the socks been on ones where we've only had one option?
Remember or die.
Oh, we had to listen to this late without the whole thing.
Happened outside.
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
Yeah, they give us like no time for this.
You're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Okay, I'll pull that
This is
just
the
in
end
case.
For all of us. What other choice do we have?
Nobody idea. If I can't remember, is it all over? How can you show me something incomprehensible and say remember? Every one of us has lost our memory. Including Junko. No. No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever.
Oh, no!
When it
Fucking...
comes to that crazy, confusing
No.
video you showed
Kyoko
us,
remembers.
I don't understand a
Or
damn
Genocide
thing.
Jack.
What's the meaning of the footage we
Okay,
saw?
so Genocide Jack
Is this
doesn't share the
another one of your
memories
practical
with
jokes?
Toko, but also
You're telling us to
Kyoko
remember,
remembers this
but
stuff.
What am I supposed to be remembering?
Let's do Genocide Jack. Let's see what happens. No, fam, no, let me go. Yeah, let's go.
No, that's wrong.
Lights were installed in the 80s. Is Paris lit up at night like a really recent thing then?
Actually, she.
How would Kyoko remember? Because there was a scene earlier where Kyoko was like, oh, I remember. Because she remembered that she was the ultimate detective or whatever, so I was like, you know, they might bring that up.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
Yeah, she doesn't share all the memories. I was
Two of
wondering
them
when they were
share
going to bring
certain
that up
kinds of
and what they were
knowledge.
going to do with it.
But their memories aren't linked, right?
You could choke her out, but I don't know what help that would do.
If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the
Are we just
other
gonna
may
sit here and
still
try to
have
make her
those memories.
sneeze? Like, make her stare at a light?
Toko?
Someone's gonna, like, cut themselves.
You telling me to swap places with her?
Maybe Junko would do it.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da! It's me,
That's great.
your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
I love Spider-Man.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Just sneeze on
I'm
command.
going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
That was brilliant. Kahoot, I am back. Hello.
Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh yeah, she's like, what?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Micha?
Nice to meet
With
you
my friends.
too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Genocide Jill's a good character as well.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
Yep, that
So
happened.
you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
They
I
wanna
only answer questions
ask.
when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember,
What would that tongue be
is it?
used for, 69 Analingus?
Huh?
I can't. Nothing springs to mind.
Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember.
Was the apocalypse?
Yes.
Just answer the question. What
The
happened?
Torigami family shat
Well, I
themselves.
can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening.
Some bomb-ass pudding eating. No, he's asleep right now.
But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Wow, you think a room of a few students dying is not that?
Why is that
It's
phrase
actually the
coming up
apocalypse.
Cause it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed. Get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago.
Oh, what? And then they set up this school to rebuild everything, and then it turns out that some lunatic got in and staged this whole thing?
It was so big
But that wasn't the
so
original
bad
plan?
that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Mayhaps the random thing I came up with a few
Yes,
weeks
you
ago
could
was
say
correct.
What happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster.
Don't like that wording, Psyduck.
Either way,
It's
there's
not a
no doubt
competition.
that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Genocide Yak can do so
And as a
much.
result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Ah! I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
That's some good acting.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Quarrel.
Whatever happened,
Do you hear
doesn't
quarrel?
matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome.
Hey, didn't you say
In other
Monokuma's original
words,
design was really scary?
The world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world
Hello.
ending isn't that big
It's
a deal.
Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, you said so.
Oh, come on.
You must have
Now
like
you're
teeth,
just being
right?
ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous
There's a person
story
with no
to tell you.
skin. You mean a skeleton? Or do you mean like a muscles and shit?
It's the story of the
One half
Tagami
was human, the other half
Corporation,
had no
which
skin.
has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Oh, that sounds pretty spooky. Was it in the kind of comic-y art style, or was it like fully
What
realistic?
Did you say?
That also sounds kind of funny considering they like make all the blood
I'm
pink
glad
and
to
stuff.
see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Nice.
Hey, so, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
We only have 2 minutes to answer this one. What do you think, chat? Which answer?
Correct.
Yeah, like
well
Two-Face.
done, peasant.
God, this is good. Look, like that face, everything about it is brilliant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it.
It was a bit cartoonish, but more realistic than the current one.
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll
Yeah, did he
figure
look
it
like
out,
one of those
right?
anatomical,
Till then, you're
scientific
just going
like
in
models that you
circles.
can like take bits out of?
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative.
Wait, what
don't
happens if you
think?
time out there? Is there like a
What?
special thing for it?
Do you think it might be a disease?
I didn't want to wait for 2 minutes about
Getting
it.
bored so easy, I mean. Do you think there might be sick?
You sick fan.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally
What are your thoughts on Junko?
annihilated.
Brilliant character. 10 out of 10.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I thought originally, like at the start of the episode today, I was like, man, I'm gonna be annoyed if it was Junko and they just pulled the old haha, she was a student, the first one all along. But they've made her into a really good character.
I can confirm
So I
that his
appreciate her.
entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop
Then
with these
perish.
idiotic jokes.
Is this the first time he's sweating? No, he's sweated many times.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine
You can see intestines and
punishment?
lungs and stuff. Ooh.
You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
You're just some twat.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Your voice sounds different now.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
She's so good.
But hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
He's a brilliant character. Nah, fam.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then
No, it was
how
all
do you
planned.
explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Bit of a weird thing to post in chat, kind of this.
Have you
Or Analingus,
considered
sorry,
the
different.
possibility that you're
Let's talk about your cousin.
mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few
Maybe
weeks
you were
ago.
all frozen.
A few weeks ago.
You've been here forever.
Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently.
The interviews, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
That means all these characters are
I
like
mean,
58
you guys all
years old.
started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
What? What does that mean?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but
There are
in the
pictures and
end,
shit.
You can't deny the truth.
That would have been fun, like screwing around with them. Like, haha, here's pictures of you all together.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Oh, Godothy.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Means they're 2 years older.
What are
Cool.
the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer
If you're
with all
if you're
your heart and
cryogenically frozen,
soul.
does your body stop freezing, stop growing? Like if you take someone that's like 10 and freeze them for 10 years, do they look like a 20-year-old or do they look like a slightly crumply 10-year-old?
How are we supposed to answer?
Yeah, Yasuhiro is actually 23. So when I misremembered and said he's 23, I was right. I was like, oh, he's probably like 23, 24, isn't he? And you were like, nah, he's 21. I was correct. What's the end game here? Yes. We'll have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends here. The memories that were stolen from us when we first came here 2 years ago, but then the rest of us only remember getting here a few weeks ago, so the memories he took from us, our entire past, our life at Hope's Peak, they took, yeah.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years.
That's kind of
after
sad.
coming to this school.
It's despairing.
Nope. Nope. No.
If
No.
you
No.
survive
Nope.
the process,
No.
survive the process,
I
you'd be
mean,
pretty much the
no
same
matter
age as
what
when you
anyone
thought.
says,
I guess so. Like if your cells stop, if you're properly frozen, do your cells just are they just kind of stuck in limbo? Like they don't protect, they don't, you know, nothing changes about the structure of your body. That's what I'm trying to say.
Seriously?
There's no more splitting and
This
shit.
routine again?
The game's not that far to the end, I think.
We've lost 2 years.
They're
worth
giving
of
us like the
memories?
climax here.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy.
Has anyone actually
And
been
that entire
cryogenically
period
frozen
of
yet,
time
like successfully?
is precisely what you've forgotten.
It's definitely still pseudoscience, right? Because that's how you can crystallize tiny little water bears, can't you? That's how they like stay alive for 30 years without food or anything, water, oxygen. No one's ever been unfrozen. No. We've never managed to unfreeze anything like a mouse or something. There's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if that's the truth, then we have to accept it. Is there a spin-off that's just like a nice game? That's just like the 2 years at school? Like everyone enjoying themselves? Probably going to be the one of the locker, probably the locker notebook, I'm guessing.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to
Okay,
a
it's
single
that.
class!
It's that, but I want to see what the rest of the voice lines are.
Surreal. Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Wait, hang on, no, it's not locker notebook. Which one is it? Sorry. No, it is locker notebook, I guess. Yeah, notebook. So it's the I didn't attend any classes. Alright, I just wanted to see what the rest of the voice lines were. It's definitely that one.
2 years? I could never lose.
We've been living here? Hell no! I mean, I haven't got.
Heck, I've never even gone to a single...
No, that's wrong.
In DR2 and DR3, there's extra modes you can unlock after completing the game that are just what if nothing went wrong.
Hero,
Yeah,
there's something I'd
that's
like
really
you to
cool.
take a look at.
That's really cool.
This notebook right here.
That's like really, really cool. I always love those things.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the
Yeah,
second
they can
floor.
live in a lot of things. As long as you don't
don't
change their body
could you
structure,
take a
their
look
environment
inside?
too quickly, their body structure adapts.
Sure, whatever you want.
But if you like just
But I've
dunk
never
them in
seen
boiling
this
water, they
notebook
die.
before
They're
in
not
my
indestructible.
life.
And they do die eventually. I still haven't watched the bad ending. No.
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
I don't want to watch the bad ending, hack kids.
This
I
is
just want to finish and
my
go to bed.
handwriting, without a doubt. But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing. No, no way.
The bad ending is hilarious.
It looks like you actually did attend
How long
class
is
here
it?
at Hope's Peak. But somehow,
It's 3
you
minutes.
forgot all about it.
I'll think of something.
Lies. It's all
It's
one
kinda
big
late.
lie.
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's not so much they can live in space, it's more that they
It's
like
mine.
it doesn't matter.
And the
They can
handwriting
live without
inside is
oxygen.
also mine. There's
And
no
their
doubt
bodies are
about
way
it.
too small for it to be impacted by the vacuum.
But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that.
I hope it's not actually
is the
2 hours
years
left.
of missing memories.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to
That's
a
why the
funeral.
police went home.
Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
Does anyone still friends with their friends from like
And
secondary
on top
school?
of that, something
I have like
tragically
2 friends
sad
from
happened
secondary
1
school.
year
What's
ago.
going on? End of the game.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
You have a friend from
absorbed all
kindergarten.
that
Bloody hell.
despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the
Second and
choice to
third games are
subject
better when it
yourself
comes to
this
trial like
killing
this.
game.
They're longer on average, but there's breaks and intermissions in the middle. I see.
Oh, And there's
I
one
met up
other
with secondary
thing.
four's friends this evening. Cool. What was it? There's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Do you not like the voice acting? I really like the voice acting.
What?
We are bored of this world.
What does she sound in Japanese? Do they do the same thing with the multiple voice actresses?
Everyone always talks
How could you
big,
top this?
declaring all
Possibly.
the great things they'll do, but then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring. What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all
One
of you.
friend from high school.
To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest
Only
of
one
yourselves.
friend from secondary school.
I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
After the interview. After I set foot in the main hall. Yeah, it's probably when you fainted, isn't it?
I got it! The moment I lost my memories.
You just graduated
Any
high
time
school.
other than
That's cheating.
that day.
I just graduated and I had friends at the school I went to. That's cheating. Yeah, this was a bit weird.
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
In the anime, there is a part with a regular school year for them. Huh.
I guess it must have been something
Nice.
like that.
Might be worth watching for him.
After I passed out, I woke up
You
in
graduated,
class
but you're doing an extra year to
with
improve
my
your
head on a
sciences.
desk.
Oh, good luck.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
So surely you'd forgotten 4 years. Or he went in, fell asleep, had 2 years of school, passed out again a second time and then lost the memories. You abandoned uni and you're unemployed.
Short was because
What are you
our
up to these
memories of the
days?
time in between had
Watching
been
any good
completely
Twitch streams?
removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone.
Poof.
Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
Today was your first day of high school and you
But
made like
by
one
that
friend.
point,
Nice.
we'd already spent 2 years
You're
together
good.
at the school.
You can be like Hitori Bocchi and just have one friend. It works.
That's
You gotta
what
finish the
those
second
photos
game before the
reveal,
anime.
isn't it?
Presumably you meant the original anime that was based on this one, right? Or does the original anime reference the game too?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
You have one friend that's not great.
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
It's pretty despairing.
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
What was Monokuma's original name? Because Monokuma is like one, like, you know, one bear, like monocolored bear, monochromed bear.
so much.
Bit of a weird thing to say, I'll be honest, fam.
What?
The animation only has spoilers for this game, but there's a DR3. Yeah, I know.
Once your school
His
life
original name
here
was Derek.
began, I thought
Let's
about
see.
you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Doki Doki.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, it's Tommy.
About the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
That's nice of you. You released Twitter.com for people to share their
Let's go
feelings.
back in time 2 years, okay?
Alright, fam.
Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Look at that Hina.
Oh boy, it was just the worst.
It's cute. There's all these pictures of
Everyone
everyone.
was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
These are really cute pictures.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
They've been standing for a while, yeah. Good for
All
your
too
back
soon,
muscles.
The world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was
How
no
far into development
exception.
did they get with the original
The
Monokuma?
tragedy
Or was it just
even made its way
initial
here, leading
designs?
to the extermination of most of the students.
Like it never made its
What
way out of the sketching
you?
stage.
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
No, it's like a group of people,
Was
isn't
it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
The story has been
You have
been
a
going
point.
for a little while.
If I had to describe it, I'd say
The people with X's are dead, yes.
it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other
Not
words,
despairing about
if
this
you
sick
see
beat, though.
despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
I love good filler.
Okay.
Oh.
So, let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened.
God, that voice.
Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
Bum 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 bum. I was
I
correct.
said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation.
Yeah, the
for
headmaster.
creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
Headmaster fan.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Dot dot dot.
He wanted to
It was
turn
her
the
dad.
school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
It is a Voltec. It's literally Fallout New Vegas.
That's why he asked
There was
us
one
to
Vault
make
that
that
had this.
promise. To say that we were
Fat Boy
willing
died
to
in like
live
week
in the
3, yeah.
school
Also, hi
forever.
Jordan.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single
Because
biggest
he
mistake.
locked you in with 2 despairing people.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no
How is life?
idea.
Life is. How's your life?
He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape
Freckles are cool.
despair.
Bit of a weird thing to say, Rathalos.
Really
It's
helped
going.
me out a lot. It saved
It
me
tends
a
to.
ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves
That's pretty cool.
in here?
And then you
We're at
forgot
the end of
all
the game,
about
yeah.
it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
Stuff is starting to make sense.
Thus began the
you want to get the reference?
game.
It just sounds to me like you're trying to beat the shit out of a child.
Me and Mukuro had come here.
There's not
Serving
actually
the
3 hours
last
left,
2
is there?
years
So I need to go to bed at some point.
Where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other?
They,
Is that what
they
you're
might not
saying?
explain the memories thing.
Why?
They don't
Why
have
would
to
you do
explain it.
that?
They just have to explain that it was a thing.
Because
It's a Fallout
this was
reference.
so much more than a
Are you
simple
referencing
high
the very
school
start
deathmatch.
of Fallout 3 when Butch takes your sweet roll?
Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
That's Fallout 3, not New Vegas.
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there.
Yeah, it's
A few
Butch.
souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well,
I guess I was
why
right.
don't you tell
Like,
me?
weirdly right about like most of this story. Panel Snakes for Life. Fallout 3 is great. Maybe we'll play that next. I like Fallout 3. Used to be one of my favourite games of all time. Hack? Hiax? Hilak? Hikak? Hatak? Here? Hijack! They were just showing me so many J's. It's Hijack, yeah. They were showing me so many J's
Now
and
I
I's, I was like,
understand.
is that what it could be? We played Hollow Knight on stream, yeah. Like last year.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
What do the wings mean? What wings?
To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease.
Stream VODs is a let's play.
Turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Oh, is that what the weird machinery was in like week 2?
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
You expelled them?
Expelliarmus.
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch,
I haven't dropped any more
refusing to give
friends.
up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
That sucks though, because then you don't get any
So
more
you
despair.
just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
And film everyone peeing.
But I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Makoto swore!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
No, through the power of love and friendship, we do not feel
You
despaired.
solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what?
And if we did.
Our final desire for creating this world of despair.
I like that
was
they're
so
even
we
using
could
third person.
experience one
You have to get in
last
3 hours,
class
please. Let me get to
trial.
the point. I have to get out. I have to get up in like 8 hours as
You
well.
were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover
Maybe
that
I'll have
the
some
truth
toast after
was
the stream.
utterly hopeless. How would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair too, like right fucking now.
Look at that sprite.
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, money doesn't have
I
value.
mean, with the world having
Families all
ended
gone.
and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
Bum 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 bum.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates.
Well, they're
We'd
explaining
spent
it,
2 years
which
together.
somehow makes it less bad.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Really?
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already.
Yeah, no castle.
So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition
How come the upstairs of the school is
ultimate
so destroyed?
despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but
They are
there's
spelling it
no real
out, yeah.
reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
True.
Huh?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
If so, what then?
Another hell thing.
Saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all
Here's the power of
gunners
God
for
and
sure.
anime on my side.
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well,
You could be. That'd be
even if
pretty
it's all
despairing.
true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the
Let's play
sake of
Osu against
everyone
myself.
You've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but blood.
That's why anyone
Bloodthirsty
was
animals.
murdered here, peasant.
Yeah,
Say
agreed.
what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
But so does hope.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner!
Accessory to murder, is it?
It's all your fault!
I don't think crimes matter if the world's ended.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter.
Just some
We
cheeky
have to
banter.
draw things to a close soon.
Yes, please, I need to go
What
to
do you
sleep.
mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Why was she so up about the rules?
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair.
Makoto is the Eren from Attack on Titan.
I've
Yeah.
decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope. Even if it's just one person? Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all
But I don't
this.
understand. Why would we not just vote
It's
for
okay.
Junko?
Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys,
I'll let you out.
you'll have to stay
Oh.
here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
I mean, Monokuma is the murderer. She stabbed her sister with a bunch of spikes.
We'd have to just live here?
Just stand there.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Cool.
Enter a world fallen from
From
grace,
devastation.
where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
Jesse.
What are you
James.
saying? So
Meowth?
no matter what,
That's right.
Wait a sec. I
Wobbuffet.
just got hit with an inspiration bomb.
Alright, fam.
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So,
Lit.
here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
Lewd.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
She also has a penis. The ultimate twist.
You're up.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
I hate your voice.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out.
Are there actually two different
ensuring
endings?
you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Huh. But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
That's assuming what she's saying is correct.
Guys?
Vote for yourself.
So beautiful.
Hmm.
Your lovely
I thought-
faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all.
Do not vote for Boris Johnson.
The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate.
Are you good enough friends with all these people?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair!
He did
We're
it.
not gonna lose to you!
The power of friendship.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
He controls the building defenses, yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Like there's
Then let's
guns in
just
like
hurry up
every
and
room.
get it over
They
with.
wouldn't be able to stay here.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
They're actually gonna make us vote. I have to show everyone, I have to make them remember, I have to convince them not to give up, to live in despair. That's not living at all. It's not a vote, cool. We're making an argument. Group photo of us being friends. Maybe. Yo, this is a long one.
Give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Maybe we're sucking hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Dot, 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 dot. We have
By
20
the way,
minutes to solve this.
The air outside is totally polluted, you know.
That's why you have an air
The only
filter.
reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
It's good.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
The world already is polluted. No, that's wrong.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Wait, what are we actually meant to do? I thought it was going to be a thing at the end. There is no hope left. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. You are in despair. Oh. You claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is as contagious as you say, I use my own hope to plant the Do I just need to suck hope and throw it at everyone? I'll do that. I'll just shoot my seed of hope into everyone. It's like a Mario RPG kind of thing. Here's my hope. Have hope. Cunt. That's what that text definitely says.
Senses are telling me not to leave this place.
If you've gone through this whole game and thought that text that flies up does not say cunt, you're missing something.
Means moving forward, right?
Shoot your goo, my dude.
So
Nice.
even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
Great sentence.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
I wonder why cunt in all caps with several U's got picked up by automod.
That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah, you're not yourself when you're angry.
Give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of hope.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Good job, my son.
By the way, the air outside is totally the only reason
Hina.
is thanks to the air.
I'm going to give you hope, my son. Daughter.
Don't lose hope now.
Cunt.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Be great.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds
Hina's
like
so
something
cool.
she'd say, right?
Yeah.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say.
Time to get a protein shake.
Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
Good work, Hina.
We won't give up.
I like this. This is a really cool boss
Hope,
fight.
we'll never give up.
If I were to
It's a cool way to do
die,
it.
that would be the end. By the way, the only reason we're
I want to see what
okay
Hina
is that you
says.
say whatever you want. I've made my
Look
decision.
at like
If I
vibrating
die,
Hina.
The purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all...
Don't worry. Have hope.
Don't lose hope now.
Cunt. Oh god, it like glitched out for a second there. I was worried it would
I
crash.
don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Sneeze.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Really?
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
I was loosely half expecting this to be the last thing. It's quite cool.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all...
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Don't worry, Byakuya.
Don't lose hope now.
It's like he's about to sneeze.
What's the matter?
Her master is this twat.
You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Do your best, cunt.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
My tie is made from the finest rocks and minerals, and
But
my
don't misunderstand me.
Weetabix with
I couldn't care in the
four
slightest what happens
Weetabix
to you.
bricks.
I
'Cause
just
I'm
have
rich.
to keep my word. I
In a
swore
really
I would
big
end
bowl.
The life of the mastermind.
My
Besides,
Weetabix doesn't get
Kagami
soggy.
family isn't dead.
We just buy a new
because
one
I'm
when it
still
breaks
alive.
on.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known.
This boy horny.
We won't give up.
Ooh, soundtrack.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
God, this is a slapper.
By the way, the air outside is
I love
totally
it.
polluted, you know.
It's an
The
extremely
only
good
reason
song.
We're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers.
I'm
in
not
the
skipping
physics
through this,
lab.
by the way. I want to listen to the
Say
tune.
whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside. where only death and despair are waiting.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
Even if I have to be slightly less rich.
What are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No, fam. Save her.
Don't lose hope now.
Okay, okay. What if you do it in the other order? It's like we're still of it, yeah.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand?
Alright.
Could it be that... No, never mind.
Could it be?
So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Hope.
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
All that.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
Kiko has cool haircut. Oh.
I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
It's pretty nice.
What do you think?
No one's ever called me that. They normally just say like hi. Ultimate Hope's pretty cool.
What the hell are you?
She's about to sneeze. Nice. Just nice. You did it.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid
ultimate
way you all
woman.
treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh, so-
Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not kind of any elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. Shoot your seeds of hope at me, my dude. Osu. Oh my god, it's time for the final Osu.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross.
Oh, we have
Suffer
infinite.
from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
I don't like
Would
that
you like
section.
to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Everything is pointless.
Nice.
Despair into tomorrow. Despair into your memory.
Hope keeps on going.
Yeah, someone mentioned that in the raid,
refuse
but I
to
like
give
forgot
up.
about it.
I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have
When the main
going for
theme
me
starts playing
is
in the ending,
desire to keep
that's when you
moving
know it's
forward.
going on.
What's going on? What's happening?
It's fading to black. Hey, hey. Yeah, that was that one that we kind of screwed up. Nice. We never fully gambled.
It looks like we've reached
So
the end.
was there like a
think it may be
PlayStation
time
trophy for you getting 100% of all items? Did people just have to sit there gambling over and over again to get them?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials.
I don't think we can.
Put an end
I think
to
we're
the
going
killing
to be told to shoot it.
with our own hands.
Shoot the lady. Yeah, it's automatic voted. Cute little sprite. Did she always have that sprite in this CGI? Could you see it if you like scrolled past really quickly?
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Yonko.
I lost?
I lost me? No way.
Well, that's just...
I can't be it. You still don't accept it. Even the ultimate despair is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair.
What the heck?
There's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's
But that's just... I mean, this is the voice line they... It's the line they recorded that for. Why is every character in this game so horny? Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far and fail at the very end,
True despair.
it's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Don't you see? I was hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have a chance to taste the highest grade despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
Ah, I am hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
Are you prepared to admit defeat? Ha 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 ha. You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing. Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
We won't execute you. Huh?
Don't make me repeat.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto seduced us over to his side. Yeah. Everyone.
hey,
Ah. You said that despair is contagious as any disease.
however,
God, this song slaps. But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Is there really not an OC map of this? Kokyoke? I think there's ones of the anime entries.
No.
Ah, stop it. Stop those faces you're making. To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me say one last thing. If you want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my... No, you normally say skin off my balls, but that works. But be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. There's no map for the main theme. It's the song playing right now. Is it good or is it from like 2010? No matter when you run, no matter when you hide, maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line, dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine, it's
Heck.
fine.
That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die, you don't have to.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Don't get in my way. Look at those eyes. I never heard anyone voice poo-hoo-hoo. I never thought it would actually sound like
So
an actual
this
thing
is
someone
how
would
the
say.
despair of death feels.
I'm currently in her way, but
It's so wonderful.
that's the face she's making. I could probably move the camera out the way if you want to see it.
Even a tenth of this despair. Even 100th.
Move over here. This is where we live now. Ah, there we go. Now you can see. Do you like that?
I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair.
Look at them.
I want the entire world
Great.
to die with that despair in its mouth.
Most popular map for the main theme is from 2018, but the main diff is only 4 stars. You could probably double time it.
Okay, let's do this.
They spinning, boys.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Thanks, Meep Moop. I like this. It's cool. Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, she's walking with them. So we're just gonna hang herself, that'll be kind of boring. Oh. The ultimate punishment. Stop talking about her butter. 1,000 blows. Oh, she gets all of them. The Cage of Death. Burning of the Versatile's Witch. She's all in for it. Excavator Destroyer. Blast Off. After School Lesson. I like this. It's really cool. Oh, she does, like, she looks up at the last second. She's like, oh. It DM'd you the bad ending on Discord if you want to watch it later. Thanks. That was really cool. That was really cool. Emergency override. Oh, was she about to open it? No, wait, it was shut off. I don't know. Was she going to survive? I don't understand. I don't know. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at the academy was all over. Complete. The end. She had the option but didn't want to stop it. Oh, I see. You received the hair tie. Oh, a little clips. Sure save. We're right near the bottom of the slots, actually. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself. That wasn't the kind of ending awaiting for us. Nothing changed, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off, just like she said, immediately. That was the only difference. Do our characters actually die? There's an epilogue. Wait, how long's the epilogue? Is the epilogue actually like another 3 hours? We left the courtroom and made our way into the main hall. We stood in front of the door, no one made a sound. It felt almost absent-minded. It was our epilogue before the final ending. It's really short. Okay, I will watch it then. We were stuck in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end... Yeah, it's a vault door.
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. To no one's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Do you want to do the honours? Alright, fam. As if awakens, I took out the object we'd gotten. Until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko, and in the end she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all
Yeah,
die
she wants
horrible
it, though.
deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out, she said, just before dropping that. It makes sense it would be our way out of here.
But...
You never know, maybe it's a switch that's going to make the school self-destruct. She never said she'd let us out here alive.
It's true.
You might be right. Maybe.
Yes.
Even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. We're pretty despairing if one person was left in, like alone.
My beautiful scissors!
Something happens to my master, I take out my scissors and jam it so far up. Bless you. Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. Oh god, imagine that. Just all of a sudden outside the front of the door. We're about to leave the school. We can go outside. That means we can get married.
That's enough.
Stop. It would be no greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway...
Don't worry, I have no doubt we'll be able to leave here no problem. What happens after we get out there? In the end, I think part of me still thinks maybe we'll see that everything she said was a lie. On the other side of the door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. I think the world probably did blow up. Unless it didn't. It probably did. How do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Because it's so big, there must have been some despair, no matter what. But there has to be lots of hope, right? Sometimes you change lines and change the meaning to the opposite. I know.
In other words...
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter the trouble you might fall into. Good night, Sido.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yes, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe we should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must rebuild the Torigami dynasty. I'll go with you.
You got it.
My first stop is the donut shop. Hell yeah.
Hey.
What are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops?
Okay.
I'll get some flour and make some myself, and there's no flour, I'll grow some wheat. Heckin' Hina. Right there in the end. Oh, I get it now. If there's no road, you gotta build one. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. Thanks, Hina, you've opened my eyes. Personal space, buddy, you're creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if the outside world is gone and steeped in despair, as long as we have people like you, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out and do something, have some sort of impact, it's a nice message. But what can we do? There's few of us and we're so small. No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. That was a quick turnaround.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Yeah.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Oh.
I
Character
don't
development.
know why, but
I'm a cunt, but
I have a burning desire
slightly
to
less.
start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
Ah,
I
character
can't
development
say I'm sorry
in
about
one
what
line.
happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
Maybe the world hasn't blown up.
Really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Wow, Angel Beats vibes. Look at this. It looks like hope is spreading, as long as I never give up. Master is Byakuya, the cunt guy. I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forwards with hope in my heart. It must be a pretty stiff button. Because we have hope, I can show courage, and because I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. What if it just doesn't work, like the batteries need changing and they've run out? The door began to open with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Yo, cutscene. Oh, my ears. Ooh. At least I'm well lit. We got the THX logo. Yo, did we just not find out? Oh. That's a bit of a blue ball. Or is this it? Is this the, like, is it good? Did we actually, okay, maybe there's a post-credits or something. Here's all the people who did all the voice acting. Or the Japanese voice acting. Oh yeah, I forgot the game's Japanese. This is it for the first game. Oh. Well, that was fun. I liked that game. Don't know about that last 30 seconds. Kojira, is that just the name of the person who did the voicing? But speaking of kick-ass anime, you know Junji Ito, the horror bloke? Apparently, an anime studio he actually doesn't mind is going to be doing a... You just got here. Great timing. We're at the credits sequence. You know Uzumaki, the horror manga with all the spirals in it? Apparently a anime studio that Junji Ito actually doesn't hate is going to be doing it. And they got like the person who did the soundtrack to Hereditary to do it, and it sounds really cool. So there's going to be like a 4-part, 30-minute an episode anime of Uzumaki, which is pretty cool. It's probably be worth watching. Although I think it will be on Comedy Central or something. Music's kind of cool. The R2 in like 30 years. I don't know, we'll give it a break. We're not going to immediately go into it. You gotta give these things time. I guess we find out in Danganronpa 2 what happens. Because if they reference each other, presumably... Something's happened on one end of the spectrum. Go look at Celeste then. I'm also, by the way, thinking of a hope. I'm hoping this mic still works. It's such a shame if it's broken. I must have just missed something, or like the cable's broken, or something. I don't know. Or plugged the wrong thing in. No, I didn't plug the wrong thing in. I must have just screwed with the wrong settings. It'd be hard to make an anime that makes just to the arts. Trust me, man, it actually looks really good. They kept the same style of the manga, and like it's all in black and white, and it looks sketchy. Like, it looks actually like Junji Ito, but animated. Like, it's really cool. It's not a budget this isn't a budget TV anime. There was one, wasn't there, that everyone hated. They did one of Gyo, the shark one, I think. They did like a CG animation of it that everyone hated. But this is apparently going to be really, really good. Like, even the female character in it looks like the exact same, but animated, of the manga version. Even with like the weird faces that he draws, the like kind of realistic ones. And the soundtrack's fantastic. It's like kind of upsetting and weird. Good night. How long was the credit sequence? I was kind of hoping it would just kind of be like a minute 30, but that doesn't make sense. Anyway, yeah, I liked this game. I enjoyed it a lot, and I would recommend it. I guess, sort of. Is there any point in recommending it? If you've all watched this and seen what happens, maybe? I don't know. I enjoyed it though. I think it was good. Well worth the like, no money, because Spindle donated it to me, but well worth the like £7 it goes to sale. PC port team. This is like new credits they added, so maybe it ended by this point normally. If it's a good adaptation, you'll be happy. GG. I remember that bath. That was cool. Mondo Butter. Oh, don't do that. That was weird. Yeah, I remember all these people blew up. Were they just running out of CG to add in at this point for the English side? Because presumably some of these credits weren't on the original 2010 version before there was a PC port, right? They must have re-rendered the whole thing. They re-rendered the whole thing, but they re-rendered it in like 240p. Oh, right at the bottom now. Assistant producer. I remember these people. You didn't enjoy the story as much as everyone else did. I really enjoyed it. Soundtrack was probably the best part, and some of the characters are really cool. Spike Chunsoft. Do they still exist, or do they have a different name? Watching the teaser, it looks good. Yeah, the teaser for Uzumaki. It's good. It's on Twitter. It has like a bazillion views. Oh no, there's a post credits. ...
Interesting.
Oh, you were self-voiced.
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like
All right,
I said
Marvel.
at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am
Monokuma.
and I am your...
Ulpuhu.
I am this school's headmaster.
Alright, Mario 64 anime. You received the Easter egg present. I guess we'll save because you watched the end. Look at that, exactly 30 slots! Ah, satisfying. Huh. Well, seems like a good as time as any. It's been 4 hours. Bloody hell, I thought the game was finishing at like 2.5, 3. What a fool I was. Oh my word. Ugh. Are the other ports in higher resolution? Like a 2 and 3 and like 1080p at least? Because this game is like super stretched. I'm assuming 3 is, if 3 came out in only like 2015, but 2 came out only like 2 years after this. Anyway, yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that game, and I enjoyed that everyone watched it with me. They dragged out the last bit a little bit, they did a little bit, but I think it was fine. It was good. I wouldn't have minded going to sleep. V3 is 2017, never mind, so that one's definitely 1080p, but like, I don't know how I feel about the pre-rendered PSP cutscenes. They're kind of cool. But it would be nice if they were a bit sharper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for the company. Thank you for the company. This has been a good 36 hours. Bloody hell. Cool. Anyway. It was nice, kind of sad, and helped you through the despair. Thank you for watching, chat. And this looks like the stream didn't die. Like, it was dying a bit at the start, and the mic doesn't work, but the actual internet didn't seem to drop, and we haven't dropped any more frames since the start. So that side of stuff seems pretty good. And I haven't had any loud knocking on the back saying shh. But yeah, thank you. I will see you all on Wednesday, because I don't know what my plans are tomorrow. I might go to, like, IKEA, or piss around and do nothing. I don't know. I still want my Tuesdays off, even if I haven't streamed for a week. It's good to have a schedule. But yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday with a different video game. Have a good sleep. Good night.